And what? I love being black. All right, people. All right. Real late tonight. And better late than never. We on here tonight. Come on in. It's talking about Shannon Sharpe, people. Now, I'm going to hold my thoughts and comments about this case because I don't know a whole lot about it, but I've heard a lot about it. I don't know what's true, what's factual, but I'm gonna let the audience educate me as of what's going on, and that definitely will be a blessing, so I can see what's going on. I did see, well, actually, I didn't listen to it. Shannon Sharpe made a video posted on YouTube about this situation, but I didn't go listen to it. But I'm going to play a couple of videos of the audio, and I'm going to ask my people, what's y'all thoughts? What's your thoughts? Because I mean, a lot of you guys are saying that's what he get for messing with a white woman, and it's a lot going on. Each his own. And hey, it is. But I tell you one thing, you got more black men married to black women than white women. That's facts. Or that, but I know a lot of y'all feeling a certain way and all that. So good morning, Bob. Yeah, so it's crazy. We ain't gonna hold on. We're gonna wait a few more people come on here, and we're gonna talk about Mr. Shannon Sharpe. Shay. Man, man. There's a lot of stuff going on, people. Got to be careful. Those of us that are popular in the community doing these things, we have to be real careful with the conversations, the things that we say over the phone. And man, then a lot of people had a problem with him talking to a young woman, a younger woman. He said he should have never been doing that. Even Monique said it. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody said Pisces 127 said he fell. I guess you trying to say he fell for the trap. That's on him. It's not our business, black women. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. That's deep. That is deep. I tell you, that's deep. What y'all think? I mean, this is whew. There's a lot going on. Wendy Wonder says 50 million makes the allegation sound suspicious. But I'm not saying I don't believe something messed up could have happened. But 50 million? Really? Wow. Wow. Gregory Carter said, what has not said? If you keep talking, I'm going to choke you. Ooh, wow. I think I heard that. Could that be, when people in a relationship, you hear people say things like that. Girl, stop it before I slap you. Stop, but man, hey, the trap was in. Chill Will. Uh-huh. I have to catch up. I did thumbs up. Okay, appreciate you. Cornelius Nelson, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? All right, man, there's a lot going on, man. The man made history, about a year ago? He had about 8 million views on that. And now this is it. It's a modern day, what Pisces 127 says, it's a modern day new form of lynching on our black men. Woo. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I know I see a caller call in already. I'm gonna open up the phone lines, people, because we you put in the phone lines, man. I tell you, I want to hear what y'all got to say. I got a little video too as well. We're gonna listen to the video as well. Just we're not gonna play a whole video because we don't want to get copyrighted at all on YouTube taking somebody else's work. All right, I got the call-in number up there on the screen. You more than welcome to call in and talk about this, people. This call, we talking about Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, hold on, my brother. Get with you in a minute. All right, so let me play a little something real quick before you get on here. I'm gonna play. Oh wow, let me see. Play. Let me see. Which one? Not that one. This one. Let's play this real quick. Let's play that. And he still hit me out. Hold on, y'all. Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get the right. There we go.
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do what you did to me.
Okay, well...
Well, what? Well, what, Gabby?
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public.
Okay, we're going. Okay.
Big black guy chokes small white woman.
Well, man, hey, listen, y'all watch your language, watch your language, watch your language. All right. Let's get it on, people. All right, come on, 281. Whatever, which one of y'all want to say something? Okay. Huh? I'm good. Go ahead. What's your comment? Okay. All right. Somebody said Gwendolyn. Wright said, well, he said it was 10 minutes of recording. Only 2 minutes of it was released to make him look bad. His words where is the rest of the recording? The question is, why was she recording it if she wasn't if she wasn't a set you up? I'm just reading how they write it. So, wow. Oh, they said they couldn't hear. Hold on, people. They said they couldn't hear. I didn't know that. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. They said they couldn't hear. Hold on. Let's see. You might say your little thing over again. Man, it just, yeah, they couldn't hear. I heard you. All right, they can hear now. Go ahead, OJ. You got to say it over again, man. Yeah. Shannon Sharpe.
Okay, I was saying that to say this about Shannon Sharpe. And I respect him, respect his game. You know, I'm sorry that he got caught up in something like that. But for someone to be that important in the sports world, and let me expound a little bit on this, how important he is. Well, he's not only retired from football, but he's a Hall of Famer. He's been in the Pro Bowl so many times. He's broken records. He won the Super Bowl with the Broncos. And then his brother Sterling and Shannon Sharpe have done great things. And they both in the Hall of Fame. And you can be with anybody you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? You can be with anybody you want to be with. My thing is that, you know, when you somebody that important, you know, you just got kicked off or basically kicked off the Skip Bayless show.
Mm-hmm.
And ESPN picked you up because of Stephen A. Smith to show you some love. And I understand that, you know, in the heat of the moment, sometimes you can get, you know, say some things and it can embarrass you later. But he should have known that she was nothing but some play. She's 21 and he's well into his early 60s maybe, or somewhere around there.
I think in his 50s.
I'm saying it to say 50s, somewhere around there, but he's old enough to know better that, I mean, you can date anybody you want to, do anything you want to do with these people, but there's a certain kind of consequence coming along with that game. And we should know better. You know what I'm saying? There was a whole bunch of accusations about him, you know, like, was he gay? You know, because he was dressed up walking through an airport one day with a dog and a pink bag, and, you know, the clothes that he had on kind of made him look a little weird in this and that. And, you know, they called him Shay on, you know, ESPN. I mean, that's what at least Stephen A. Smith called him. I mean, it's just so much going on. I mean, I understand it's a weird world we live in now that, you know, it's okay to have multiple partners and be with young people and all this other kind of stuff. But there's an image that you're supposed to uphold, you know, especially with somebody being that important. So I'm going to stop there and let someone else talk.
Okay, we got another call calling in too. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, people, y'all help me out now tonight, because I'm just learning about this early today. I don't know all the details, so don't be expecting me to comment really on it. I can read some comments and stuff like that. You know, a lot of black women don't like black men dating white women. You know, this is live, uncut, unedited. All right, we got another caller. Go ahead, 214. Go ahead, 214. Go ahead.
Mark.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro?
All right, well, what's your comments and thoughts about this, bro?
Man, I'm gonna leave about 2 seconds to this bullshit. That audio so chopped up, it didn't even make sense. And I can hear it through the static of my damn headset. Oh my God. You know, these brothers like tricking, man, you know, and you let this young girl get you on the phone talking about y'all trick sessions and whatnot. Come on, man. You supposed to know better than this, man. You know, and it never seems to, you know, it never seems to stop amazing me the level of treachery that we are subject to as black men when we got money. And when we broke, it's just like treachery is everywhere. And I mean, I could see this. Look, we all from the street, man. Mark, you from the street, I from the street, OJ from the street. Look here, man. You see this girl a couple times, you give her a few $100, you sit on her way on to the next. You trying to make plans and you gonna be in. I come on, street. I mean, you're supposed to know better than this. We ain't got to talk about the trick game. I call you if he on the phone begging. It's like, come on, man. I'm gonna let you have it from here, man. I ain't gonna tell you.
Okay, we're gonna play the video. I don't have much to say tonight. I just want to hear what you guys have to say. Phone calls. Let's play this little video, and this is half of the video. We're not gonna play all of it. Want to give credit to the gentleman here. Was that a hydration situation? All right, is that Marcelo? Okay. Marcellus Wiley. I'm sorry. We give credit to Marcellus Wiley. This is his content, not mine. So I want to play a little bit of it. All right. Let's get it going. This is half.
Because we read and heard everything about Ray Rice, and people were like, oh, well, really? And then when you saw the video, you're like, whoa, you just couldn't unsee it. That's what they're hoping on. And they already said, we're not putting that video out until trial. Think about it. All these statements, leaked audio, text, everything. They like, nope, we saving this video.
Today's actually a really exciting day because we got to unfold one of these units right in front.
We already got the text with the no means no, which is damning enough, but now you got the smoking gun unedited sex tape or edited sex tape. So that's a problem. Think about it. April 18th, this comes out in media form. There was a conversation that Shannon wanted that out. No, he didn't. Because April 20th, this case was filed. They broke the mediation agreement, which means everything that they talked about during mediation now can be a part of the lawsuit, part of the case, part of the discovery. Golly. We all gonna find out what they were negotiating about, because typically negotiations can't be used in a court of law. You can say anything in a negotiation, it doesn't matter. But now, since they broke the agreement, it will matter. Last part about this is there's a little grandstanding on Shannon's defense side, because he's saying we want to see the tape before. We want to see the tape. There's a rule. It's called Rule 34 of Nevada Rules of Civil Court, which basically says you have to produce the video. If you don't produce it, then the case can be dismissed. So that's a little bit of the grandstanding side sub point. Had to point that out. My take is this is going to go to trial, I think. And this is going, I mean, it's been a day and it's already this much more evidence out there. And it's just going to continue. They're trying to win court of public opinion because it's a civil case. And in a civil case, you're trying to use the public pressure to get the leverage for the dollar amount, even more than you are when it comes to a criminal case, right? The jury in a criminal case confined to they're sequestered, et cetera. Not in the civil case. Nah, court of public opinion and that judge. Okay, so now I want you guys to see this. This is my last part. Look at this. What needs to be proved to win a civil lawsuit claiming sexual, that A word. To win a civil lawsuit for SA, the plaintiff, the accuser, must prove their case by preponderance of the evidence, a lower standard than in criminal cases. This means it's more likely than not that the assault occurred, just over 50% certainty. Think about it right now. Do a litmus test on yourself. You think this occurred, that she said no, and then Shannon continued, 50% or not? You got reasonable doubt? That's not for this. That's criminal cases. Over 50%, are you like, a little so-so? Here's the things she has to prove. Intentional and non-consensual contact. The defendant intentionally made physical contact. I don't think that's in dispute. The contact was sexual in nature. I don't think there's a dispute. The contact was unwanted or without consent. That's where that text comes in. Goodness. Okay. Harm or injury. The plaintiff suffered harm, which can be physical, emotional, or psychological. That text saying she didn't know how to process this. Proof isn't limited to bodily harm. Emotional distress, trauma, therapy costs, or changes in lifestyle can be enough. I showed you that already. Damages. The plaintiff must show actual damages, which could include medical expenses, therapy or counseling costs, lost wages or job opportunities, pain and suffering. She's showing that. I don't know how to process this. It's pain and suffering. Punitive damages if the behavior was especially egregious. And especially with all this conversation going on out there in the public eye, yeah, this could be a lot. Now, supporting evidence can include witness testimony. Doesn't look like we're going to have much of that. Medical records. Doesn't look like we're going to have much of that, or this would have been a criminal case as well. Therapist or psychologist notes. Not sure if we have that or not, but we got texts. We got emails, I'm sure, and social media messages. We got the text. That's all you need. Prior similar conduct by the defendant in some cases. I don't know what happened at CBS 2010 and some of the other stuff will count, but those last two. Not good. Okay. Trying to keep y'all out here. Try to just give you the highlights of this one in this situation. And just full disclosure, because you guys know I have a essay case on me as well. Huge difference in this, because I'm talking about when I was a teenager, she was a teenager. This is 1994. There's none of this evidence except what they have on file from the university, which is damning to the plaintiff, to the person who is saying I did something. Because in my situation, she said, I did nothing back in 94. That's why you never heard about it until 2025, 2023, whatever. So the point is, I know the beats of these situations. I'm not doing this with any glee, any joy. I'm trying to actually be a veteran and kind of pass off some knowledge to not only those who are not in this situation, but even if Shannon catches a clip of this or something, or his team, hey man, it's how the game goes. And y'all know what we do on this show. Even if it hurts, we flow, boy. Let's go get into that thing. Let's get it. Hey, hey.
All right. All right. But we're going to take some more calls, y'all, because I heard a lot of things. Now, do we know how old the young lady is? Was he in a relationship with her? What was going on? What was going on? How did he meet her? And it's a lot coming in place. We got another caller coming in. Let me put the number up there. I want to hear from somebody. See, I got to keep quiet, people, because I haven't not done all my research on it. So I don't want to, say something that's not right or lie on the brother. So I'm going to hold my peace until I do more of my research. Yep, 6389. These call-in numbers. We got a new caller calling in right now. All right, caller. What's your comments and thoughts?
Has joined.
Caller? What's your comment? Let me hear it.
Well, I just want to say, when will Black men learn?
Listen.
Question, when are they going to learn? It's happening too often. And I saw some female, I think Lanier, she posted, and she said something regarding Hugh Hefner.
Right.
And she was like, Black men cannot be Hugh Hefner. So when are they going to learn? They're not going to learn until they take one of them down, AKA Puffy, and then maybe they'll stop trying to be Hugh Hefner.
Now, do you do know that Black men are more married to Black women than white women? You do know that, right?
Yeah, I definitely know that.
Okay. I just want to. Okay.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that. I just think, like the one guy I mentioned, Shannon should know better. This man is in his 50s. He should know better. First of all, why is he messing with someone that's in their early 20s? You're dating someone that's old enough to be your child or maybe even your grandchild. At least get someone, and maybe he does it on purpose. Maybe he does it on purpose so that he can manipulate these girls to do what he wants them to do. But I'm sure, I'm probably 100% guaranteed that you would not want your daughter to date a man that is in his 50s when they're 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. What father wants their daughter to date a man that's their age?
Mm-hmm.
But apparently something happened because he actually offered this woman $10 million. And I guess it wasn't good enough for her. And now she wants $50 million. So apparently, I don't know why he offered her the money. I hear a lot of different stories about, well, he's getting ready to come into a lot of money. So maybe he just wanted to offer her that money to shut her up, or I don't know. But whatever the case may be, I just feel like if you're offering her something, then you must know that you did something that's embarrassing, and you don't want the world to know about it. But you are 55, 54. This is crazy. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to him. For him to be as old as he is and to be as, he should know better.
So you think
It's
it's
very embarrassing.
so? Let me ask you a personal question. So you think it's not good for a man in his 50s to talk to a young woman in her 20s?
Well,
Just tell the truth, shame the
I
devil.
don't think.
I ain't trying to get in no debate with you.
Well,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Right, I understand. I think, people can do whatever they want to do. But I believe that most girls who are seeing an older man is doing it because they're giving them something. So, yeah, if these women want to go out here and date these older men because they're going to get something from it, go for it. If that's what you want to do, because that's what it is. It's a give and take relationship. They're giving you something so that you can be with them. It's not a relationship that's going to last for a long period of time. They're both using one another. So I don't really call it a relationship. Maybe it's a situationship.
Okay. So what do you call it when a older man want a younger woman? What is he considered in your book? Is he
A sugar daddy.
okay?
That's the term that most people would use. It would be a sugar daddy.
Okay.
And for the girl, she would be a sugar baby or something. I don't know the term. I think it's a sugar baby. But, I mean, it's been going on since the beginning of time, older men with younger women. And if that's what they want, then, hey, go for it. Life is short. But my thing is, when will Black men learn that you cannot play the same game as your counterpart? It's just not going to work out for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So why did you think that he offered her $10 million?
I really don't know. I heard a lot about it, or I've been hearing about that he offered her $10 million. So I'm thinking, well, I hear that he's going to come into a lot of money because of his podcast, and someone is offering him a lot of money for the podcast. And I'm thinking maybe that's the reason. Or it could be that she has a lot more information on him that he doesn't want to get out, and he just wants to shut her up. So I'm really not sure what it is, but whatever it is, he didn't offer her enough because now she wants it all.
Now, I heard something, and I could be wrong, people. I heard it was some case of sodomized. You know, did you hear it?
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, did it?
Yeah, in emails or text messages. They read some text messages that said, but one thing, let me just say this. In the text messages, I don't know if you heard some of the text messages, but when you listen to the text message, it's consensual.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because she's saying, you know, I know you missed this blank, blank, blank. And and then she says something like $25,000 for each cheek. So it was consensual. I don't know where it turned left. Maybe it turned left whenever she heard that audio when he was intimate with another woman, and it went live on Instagram. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but a couple of months back, he was with another woman and it went live, and maybe she got jealous because maybe she thought she was the only one. And she found out that she was not the only one. And maybe that is what, you know, turned things around for them. But whatever the case may be, my question is, when will black men learn? And I don't think they will. I think they're going to continue this, you know.
Okay, when you say, I'm just asking a question, when will black men learn? You're referring to black men mess with these white women.
No. What I'm referring to is, well, yes and no. But more importantly, I'm referring to black men cannot play the same game as their counterparts. The world was not created that way for black men. And when are they going to learn that you cannot do the same things that they do? You cannot. It doesn't matter if you're a pro football player. It doesn't matter if you own Bad Boy. It doesn't matter if you're married to the number one singer, R&B singer in the world. It doesn't matter because they don't look at you. First of all, they don't even look at you as their counterpart.
Now, can I ask you a question? Maybe anyone in the panel can answer it. Because a celebrity pays off his or her accuser, does that really make them guilty?
It's suspect.
Okay.
I know that doesn't answer the question, but my thing is, if I'm not guilty, I'm not paying you anything.
Now, what if you
Let's
just
go to
want?
court.
What if
I'm
you
not
just
offering you?
What if you just wanted to go away and just, you know?
But why? If you haven't done anything, why are you gonna give somebody $5 million, $10 million of your dollars that you work hard for just because?
Well,
No,
Shanita,
I just feel like if you're paying someone.
Yeah, Shanita said, I think we would be surprised by how many celebrities, pay to make things just go away. It doesn't mean guilt, but it's for protection of their image. Settlements do not always mean guilty. That's something to think about.
Well, I do know that there is another case pending against him. There's another case. And that case is out of New York. So I don't know. I don't see myself just giving someone $5 million just so that they can go away. That's a lot of money. And I get it. It may not claim that they're guilty, but it's suspect.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you had to speak to the black man, what would you tell him?
What would I tell them? Well, I would just tell them you can't do what your counterparts are allowed to do. And I think black men know that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a problem with them if they can date whoever they want to date. But it's just, it's like, when are they going to learn?
You're right.
And it's more so now because these black men, they're popular. You know, you got social media. You know, they're on these different podcast platforms. People see them now more than they saw them in the past. In the past, it wasn't like that. Even though, you know, they were doing it then, because they did. A lot of women did claim Bill Cosby. You know, he did the same thing. I don't know. We don't know for sure because back then they didn't have that. Now, see, now we have the internet, we have telephones, we can record and we have videos and we can do all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure they had those things in the past, they probably would have done the same thing, and we would have evidence against Bill Cosby. So, but we don't know if he did it or if he didn't do it. But it's now, it's to me, it's more so now because a lot of black men are now in the position where they're earning a lot of money, and they're celebrities now, and they're all over. People see them from all across the world because of social media.
So do you feel sorry for Shannon?
I don't feel sorry for him because he should have known better. And I did hear something that I heard something earlier where he was trying to get her to sign an NDA. Now, I don't know how true this is, but I did hear that he was trying to get her to sign an NDA and she kept avoiding it. And I guess he got to the point where he was tired of asking her to sign it and he just let it go. So I don't feel sorry for him because he's been in this game for a long time. And he should know how to dot his I's and cross his T's. And I mean, he gets what he gets.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't want him. I don't want him to be in this position, but he is. But I'm saying he should have known better. You know, you messing with a 20-something-year-old, a young 20-something-year-old. I would think you would have been a lot smarter. A lot smarter. Not the case.
Yeah. It almost reminds me when men go to these strip clubs and some of them young girls, they be about 18 and up and still young. And they tricking off with them, making it rain and doing all that. So men like them young. They like look at some young, pretty, flat stomach, apple bottom, smooth skin, long hair, pretty white teeth, no stretch marks. You know, so
hey, it's in the Bible. Men have been doing this for ages, and it's not going to change.
Not going to change.
God knew what he did when he created us. He knew what men were going to do, and it will take down a nation.
You're right.
It will take down a nation, destroy a country. They almost took down a president. You know, take it. You know, millionaires, all because of what we have, what women have, what we possess. Now, don't get me wrong. If she was in it to get a little bit of money, you know, yeah, do that. But if you agree to this and now all of a sudden you're going to turn around and you're going to sue this man, I don't think that's right. I don't think that part is right.
If my memory serves me correctly, didn't she say she was sexually assaulted twice by him?
Hmm. She did. But I
Okay.
think, according to the text messages, I think it was consensual. I think she agreed to that. I don't. Once you listen to the text messages, you're gonna say, this doesn't sound like
Mm,
SA.
mm, mm,
Especially if you're gonna
mm,
text back and say 25,000 for each cheek.
mm. Yeah,
So right
keep
there,
talking. Hold on.
he should have
Just keep
known.
talking. Hold on. I got to take a break. Just keep talking. Maybe my other guests can say something. I got to take a break real quick. 2 minutes.
Yeah,
All
come
right.
on, other guests. What do you guys have to say about this situation?
I absolutely think you're right about a lot of stuff you said. I mean, you kind of, said some things that was kind of damaging, or should I say, it hurt a little bit. To hear someone say how they feel about men. It hurt a little bit, just a little bit. But I don't disagree because, if you take a bite of that apple and you take the consequences that go behind that bite. Now, being 21, I think that you should be able to date anybody you want to date and do anything you want to do with them. That's your business. And this and that. But if you have to buy somebody to get something from them or give them money just to be with you and this and that, then that should let you know right then and there, like B-Red said earlier today, this ain't nothing but some play stuff going on. I mean, maybe that was a side piece or whatever it may be. I don't know what the case may be, but, I'm embarrassed that it happened to him, especially an influential person of his standard, his statute. I'm very embarrassed that happened to him. But Shannon should have known better. Being in the position that he's in the limelight every day, especially when he's on ESPN. He has a podcast. I think he even has a liquor, some kind of cognac called Shisha. I think it's something like that. Something to that effect. I don't know how well it's doing, but he's pretty well off. And to be someone that comes from great stature, like his mom, his grandmother, I think it was his grandmother that raised him and his brother Sterling. I think, don't quote me on it. It may have been his mom and dad, I don't know. But I know they had some hardship back in the day because they didn't grow up with a lot of money, like most African-American families. But he's been through some things. And I don't know what he was thinking, to be with this 21-year-old woman, thinking that it wasn't going to get out, especially when they break up. When he decided he wants to go somewhere else, she's going to be like, what about all the little nasty, dirty stuff you did with me? And if you're willing to go down that rabbit hole or take the bite of that apple, you should be willing to deal with the consequences that go along with that.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Ask. You can ask him the question. Not me. You can ask him. Go ahead.
Okay, my question is, I heard you say that you don't have a problem with him dating a younger woman. So my question to you is, how would you feel if that was your daughter at the age of 19, 20, 21, dating a man that's 53, 54?
I'm glad you asked that question. I have a 20-year-old going on 21 right now who was dating a guy 2 years older than her. She eventually married him without my consent. I don't know if it was to spite me or whatever, but I have to understand when my daughter turned 18 and decided she wanted to do her own thing, I had to let her go. And as much as I didn't want to, I had to let her go. Now, I wasn't really happy with the person that she met because, I felt like he didn't want nothing out of life. But she loved him. She likes him. He's working hard. They both are working hard. But he was only a couple years older than her. And I hated it. It bothered the hell out of me. Still to this day. I hated it. But you have to let your kids go. I was hoping that my daughter had a little bit more scruples about herself. You know, go finish school. You know, decide somewhere down the line, like maybe 30, 35, you want to get married after you finish your career and this and that, to get married. But that was her choice. And, you know, she's happy. And I'm happy that she's happy. But yeah, to answer your question, I hated it. I mean, he was only 2 or 3 years old enough. That's it. So yeah, I would not agree with that. I would say, you know, if she was trying to date somebody that old, I'm like, honey, this man is almost older than me, if not older than me. You know what I'm saying? Think about it that way. He can't want much out of you more than just lust. You know, you haven't even finished your career, let alone college. What do you have to offer him other than yourself? So, yeah, I would hate it. I would hate it.
Yeah, and I would think most fathers would tell their daughters that. I would hope they would tell them. Because, you know, when I see a young girl with an older guy, the first thing I think about is, okay, she's in it for a reason. She's in that situationship for a reason. Because if I was her age and if I was dating an older guy, I'm gonna be honest, I would be in that situationship for a reason too, and that would be to collect as much money as I could. Because for me, it would be like, well, why would I date an older man when I can get someone that's my age? Like, there are plenty of young men out there that are my age. Why would I date an older man? And the only reason why I would do that is to collect the coins. And I'm just going to be honest. Because if it's an older man, he's going to be more established. He's going to have his own house, his own career. He's going to be making more money than me. He's going to be able to help me out when I'm short. So why not? Use him like he's going to use me. And when it's over, it's over. I can go out and get me a guy that's my age. Or maybe even have him on the side.
I can't speak for majority of men or speaking to any of us. I just personally think that whatever happened to this guy at 21-year-old, I don't know what his mind, I don't know what he was thinking. You know, I understand the whole challenge of getting someone young, makes you feel good, probably make you feel young again. You can get her to do some things that she probably couldn't get nobody your age to do. She probably loved every bit of it. You know, gave you the impression that she did. Gave you the impression that she did. But what kind of life are you going to have with somebody that's 25 or 30 years her junior? I mean, I don't know what he's worth, but I guarantee he's got more than $25 million in the bank. $25 million ain't no slouch. It ain't a lot of money for people who got billions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, but it's, you know, it's a lot of money. And with someone with that kind of reputation, I don't know how he can get himself caught up in something like that. To me, I mean, maybe we are probably rushing to judgment, maybe, but I couldn't see myself with nobody 30 years younger than me. I couldn't.
Okay. All right, let's go. We got another caller. Go ahead, Nathan.
I struggle with this ever since I heard this story, and it makes me sick to my VAMN stomach. No man in his 50s should be even thinking about being with someone that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, I don't care. Because my daughter is 22 and I'm 55. And if some 56-year-old weirdo looked at my daughter, oh, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. Because that is disgusting and that is sick. And something in your mind have to tell you that this is not right. And I can't stomach that when some people still trying to justify this man's actions. Now, he met this woman at what, 19? Who's to say that when he first laid eyes on her? A man your age, you need to be finding somebody your own age. She's a child. She might be a young adult, but she's still young. And that itself should creep you out. And that's all I gotta say.
Okay. Okay. Hold on, new caller 901. I see you. Hold on. Go ahead, 214, real quick. Go ahead, 214, real quick. 214. Hey, be red. Be red. I don't know what happened to him. Okay. Come on, 901.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Go ahead, my brother. What's your thoughts and comments?
I think Shannon just trying to do damage control because he tried to offer their hush money before it get out to the media. So he know what ESPN, he know what they're gonna do when they find out. They're gonna let him go. Then I think he's trying to close a $100 million deal with a media company with their Club Shay Shay stuff. So he in damage control right now. So that's why he offered the money right quick because you know what I'm saying. If I can give you $5 million. And I know I'm working on a deal worth $100 million. Oh yeah, I'll give you $5 million real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all think by him giving up offering her $5 million, $10 million, whatever it was, do you think he's guilty, or he just wanted to hush her, tell her to be quiet so it can go away?
Hush money.
Hush money. He wanted to follow the away.
Yeah, hush money.
Yeah, hush money. It's like he said. It's like the young lady said on the phone earlier. Who, in a right mind, I don't know about you all, but I'm stingy. I don't mind helping you out, but I don't want to help you out, but my good heart says help you out. But I'm stingy. I don't know if I can go in my pocket and give somebody $50 million if I didn't do something wrong. If I didn't have something, I don't know if I could. I mean, I would have to something don't sound right about that. You know, you giving up your money and you innocent? It don't make sense.
That only means that he's giving up this money because he's saying in his mind that if I give you this $50 million, you better not say anything about our entanglement. Because that's what it was. And he should be sick to his stomach dealing with a 19-year-old and dealing with an entanglement.
Well, let me say this. For those of you that go to these strip clubs, you don't know how old them young women are. So you got to be careful. Be real careful.
Yeah, but the girl been known around NBA circles being tossed up. So she's known out there.
Thank you. Put me on.
Yeah, she's known out there. She's a toss up. So it ain't like this her first rodeo.
Thank you. Put me on.
And these girls put themselves in these places where they know all these players gonna be at.
Hello,
so they know the game. They know the game.
Yes, sir. Keep saying it.
I wonder how old she was when she.
Hold on.
She does have an OnlyFans account.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing OnlyFans, you getting $40 somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, put me on, nigga.
Okay, go ahead, P. Ray.
$40 and 2 new cigarettes.
Be red. Go ahead, be red. Let
man. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, be red. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was on mute, man, because I be talking to myself over here.
Right.
Hey, bro, we finna turn it up now. So
Come on, turn up.
Get up.
Go ahead. I'm gonna get up. Go
Hey,
ahead.
man, check it. Look here, man. I'm married 30 years. Okay, not a problem. If I'm gonna get out there, I'm not sitting look for no 50-year-old bell racks.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Give me the 21-year-old. Give me
Uh-oh.
the 20-year-old. I'm gonna pop one of these pills and blow his back out. You understand me? Look here. There's no, ain't no Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this. Let me explain something to you.
Uh-oh. Preacher.
Like that man said, you don't get in a room with Shannon Sharpe, okay? Even us grown men, we don't get to walk into a room and they go Shannon Sharpe, they go R. Kelly, they go T. Diddy. Now, we don't get in those rooms. But see, the young females can get in those rooms, and they already know when they step out the limousine and step out the Uber. They already know what time it is. These men, we don't play that game. Some of us that got a little money, I'm not going to play with you. You in my face. If I approach you and you tell me you don't want to talk to me, we can walk away. But if you're going to sit there and let me spit some game, and I can get you in this back room, I'm going to tear that ass up. Now, we can talk this other stuff about the kids and, hey, was it my daughter? Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell my daughter this. Get the check. Don't be this dude's fool. You make sure you get what you're supposed to get out this situation. Now, you want to compare a 50-year-old man that got some money to this young joker that just showed up in my homeboy house with his pants hanging down, tattoos all over his neck, living at home with his mama broke. That's who you want your daughter with. No, you want your daughter with a man. And at least if he can take care of her, no matter how old he is, it ain't putting the responsibility on you. But y'all love to see these knucklehead jokers come up here who can't dress, who can't comb their hair, who don't take care of themselves, leeching off your daughter. Then you get her pregnant, don't want to have nothing to do with her. Now, you give me the brother with the money. Because I can advise my daughter how to handle this person. Y'all talking that BS. I done had enough of these jokers showing up at my house about my daughter, and my daughter's fine. Prom queen. So you know I had them jokers coming to the crib. And so I'm sitting there looking at this joker. They're like, oh, no, player. I let him know up front. This ain't no buffet. Ain't nothing free around here. But see, you don't have to tell a man that's got some money, got some years. He know for a fact he gonna respect your daughter because he don't want no trouble. He gonna treat your daughter right because you gonna make sure you talk to her to make sure he treats her right. Now you got your choices. Who you want? You want the third? Come over your house smelling like dope, drunk, high on pills? Is that who you want? Or you want this grown man come over here, he just pull it up in a Bentley, in a suit, he got plenty of money. Now you can advise your daughter how to handle herself. But you can't tell her how to handle herself when this joker slap her in the face, knock her teeth out. Come on, we're going to talk grown folk shit tonight. We're going to talk grown tonight. No.
Hold it, brother. Hold it. Let him talk. Hold it. Let him finish talking.
It's just like what you going through, Madhouse. This joker show up at your crib to get your daughter. Barely working, living at home with his parents. That's who you want. But you gonna talk about a brother that's got something, and you can't advise your daughter. You ain't smart enough to advise your daughter. She already being intimate, but you rather have her be intimate with the broke joker. So you can babysit the baby. So you can babysit and raise both of them. Come on, man, what you want? If I show up at your door and I met your daughter, you looking at my car. I got a house. I can take care of this baby. What are you talking about? I'm not going to mistreat her because that would mess up my shit. Now, you tell me what you want. Quit playing with yourself. That's why R. Kelly in jail. Did you know R. Kelly paid off all them girls? All them girls had NDAs, and they let the white folks talk them out of it. And then they get them in court and start lying. They caught all these girls in lies. One of them had 27 lies in 1 hour testimony. And they still put this brother in jail. He ain't robbing nobody. He ain't taking nothing from nobody. He put the one girl out, gave her $1.2 million. She came back and gave him the money back. The day is good, baby, on this end. Shit, we know how to handle business.
Let me ask you a question. 214. I want to hear 703 response to that. The lady. I want to hear a response to what you just said.
Well, apparently, Shannon was not taking care of you like you said they should take care of your daughter. Because I don't think Shannon was showering her with all these millions of dollars that you're claiming that you would tell your daughter to go after. Because if he was giving her all these things, she wouldn't have filed a lawsuit against him. That man wasn't giving her no money. He was just playing her. Now, I'm pretty sure he took her out on the town. You know, he took her out. He wined her. He dined her, you know. Maybe even took her around some of his friends, some of his NFL friends or whatever. But if he was giving her the money that she probably wanted, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have filed a lawsuit against him. So you talk about pimping your daughter out.
No, I never said that.
You didn't use those words.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
You did not use those words. You're correct.
No, ma'am.
You're correct.
No, ma'am.
You did not use those words. I used those words.
But I got a question then. Can I get a question in? Because you didn't nobody answer the question. Who you want to show up at your house? Just let me know.
Going to respect me, a man that's going to be responsible, a man that's going to take care of me, a man that's going to be there when I need him.
Okay,
that's not the question. That's not the question.
It doesn't matter how old he is. No, it's really not. That wasn't the question.
Say the question.
You got a daughter.
Okay.
The other guy said he got a daughter. The guy said he had a daughter. You got a daughter. I just asked y'all, who do you want to show up at your house? You can advise your daughter how to handle a man for money.
And not somebody that's twice her age.
Okay. So
can I get a
show up? So you want this guy to show up at your house? It's your daughter age, 21 years old. He's coming. We know he's gonna have some tattoos. We know he ain't gonna comb his hair. We know he ain't gonna keep himself groomed. We already know he's showing up in sagging pants. Times out of 10, he gonna smell like weed. No, he gonna be on some pills. Now you tell me who you want to show up for your daughter. Somebody who can actually take care of her, or somebody you know that has a good chance to ruin her life. Because these kids today don't pick men or women worth shit.
Well, thank God my daughter don't date a man like that smoke weed, because he's in college. You know what I'm saying? Going to law school, and he got a good job. So pick your poison. Next.
I agree, because I think
your daughter got enough
for you to label these young men the way that you label them, because there are a lot of young men. There are a lot of young men that are in college. I know a lot of young men that are currently in college. So all young black males do not walk around with their pants sagging, smelling like weed, on pills, don't comb their hair. That's unfair. You shouldn't label all.
That's unfair.
Stop stereotyping all men.
Never stereotype all men, but let me tell you something. When you in college, you ain't making a dime. You in college, you ain't making no money.
You're not making.
You ain't making. Thank you. Eventually, then he'll find somebody else. Then he will find somebody else. Read the statistics, Marty. Kevin Samuels tried to tell y'all, black women don't get married when they get out of college. They wait till they get 35 before they get married.
Oh,
these are stats. These are the facts. These are the facts. Black women do not get married. Oh, goddamn.
A lot of black women that I know that I went to college with met their husbands in college.
We're talking about a whole generation ago. We're not talking about this generation. You talking about your generation when women have some sense. Women nowadays don't dress like this.
I don't know what my generation is, because
I know you older than 40. I know you 40. I know you older than 40.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
Okay.
You don't know me.
Okay, here we go. Martin.
Yeah.
Read the stats for the marriage rate for black women, and 1 in 4 will be married in their lifetime. Ain't that correct?
That's correct.
So they're not getting married. They're not getting married.
With a lot of the black women that I know met their spouses in college.
Okay, and I met my spouse at the hotel we was working at. What's the other stat there, Martin? Most of them will have a baby daddy before they get 40, but they won't have a husband. Is that correct?
That's correct.
The baby daddy won't be in the child's life 50% of the time. Is that correct?
Correct.
All black women complain about the baby daddy ain't on their level. Ain't that correct?
That's correct.
Okay then. Bring me the rich guy any day of the week. Don't put your hands on my daughter, and we're gonna be just fine. And while you talking shit about the girl, she's standing in line to get at least a $5 million check.
Hey, she rich.
Not going to encounter.
She's finna get paid. She's finna get paid.
She read.
Most black women are not going to encounter a rich black man.
Well,
Yeah, that's all they're looking for.
Let's look at it this way. Elon Musk, I don't know how many women he got pregnant, and I don't know how many babies he got. There's a lot of them out there fighting him for child support today. And he's a billionaire. Great example, Mr. Elon Musk. You're a great example of what a man. Great example. Just saying, bro. I don't know if it's always got to be about money. We need money. You know what I'm saying? I hear what you say. I get it. I get the whole, who's going to take care of my daughter. I get that.
Okay. Well, let me hold on. Let me say something. Gemini, Two Butterflies said black women not getting married, but the most educated, they go get their degree. No, that's not true. Black women are the most enrolled in college. They're not the most educated. They're the most enrolled. Google that. They're the most enrolled.
Right.
Google that.
And they still don't make more than a white boy that didn't graduate from high school. Tell the rest of it, Martin, so they can get it through their head. And she still will not make more money than a white boy that did not graduate high school.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe what's
hold on. Another fact: women do not make more than men. A lot of people think they do. They think they do. That's a lie. That's a lie. But I don't mean to be jumping on women tonight, but I got to tell the truth, shame the devil. But
no, we're not jumping on women. We're talking about this certain type of female that could get into a room with Shannon Sharpe and then end up in this hotel room. That's the type of woman we're talking about tonight.
Yeah. And rich folks, our lady, she hung up. She didn't want to hear that. She hung up.
No, they don't want to hear the facts. They don't want to hear the facts. They get hung up on the age, bro. They get hung up on the age.
Well, you know what? Let me say this.
You are, Martin.
Yeah, be red.
25. Hold on, I'm almost through. If you got a girl 25 and she like you and you like her, what's the problem?
Ain't gonna be no problem with me. If I like her, she like me.
Hello?
She support me. Hey, listen. We talk about Adam and Eve, but we don't know what the ages difference was between the two. We don't know. We really don't know. It don't matter. Yeah.
Don't matter.
I mean, listen, I got grown daughters. I have no control over what they like, who they like. Now, I know what I prefer, I want them to have. And listen, my one daughter, she was 21. She had a boyfriend 31. And I thought he was just a little too old, but he treated her right and nice. So, I went along with it. She brought him to me, introduced him to me. I checked him out. I said, okay, it's cool. So, I mean, it is what it is. Some women don't like men their age, men their age, like a little older.
Keep preaching.
Then you got a lot of black women. A lot of black women prefer to meet a guy with money already instead of building to have money together. But a lot of them, they want it already ready. Instead of y'all getting it from ground zero and build together. Y'all be on the bus together, be on the red line together, train together and build. But some people, I want a man that makes 6 figures. I want that, and I'm not mad at you. I am not mad at you. But if that one that's not doing 6 figures, come home every day, treat you like a queen, you better not pass him up. Crazy if you do. You know, and he respect you and he love you, he honor you. Don't you know how hard it is? Yeah, don't you know how hard it is to find a man out here that love you, that won't cheat on you, come home every day, and bring you his check, proving his loyalty to you.
Let me ask you this, Martin.
No, you can't ask me no question. You can ask them a question.
Okay.
Ask them a question. Go ahead. You got to pose it. Pose it to the panel.
That's okay. I can't do it.
No, you can, but you can pose it to the panel, not me. You can.
Do you think Shannon Sharpe was going with this woman because he wanted to take care of her?
Nathan, be real.
He could take care of her. That's the deal. And he was giving us some money. Of course he was. But see, our ideal money is his ideal money is 2 separate things. He comes see it, he might lay $5,000 on it. You see what I'm saying? It's flower. That's no money to him. That's pocket change. That's nothing. Now she's standing in line for the big check. Whereas 90% of the girls that we raising, they can't get these Negroes to pay $400 a month child support. They can't get them to bring the baby some diapers. But, you know, we so conditioned to putting up with that nonsense that we see a grown man who ain't took nothing from nobody. He ain't forced nothing. Because when you on that level, and we all know how it is, we got money. We got a little money now, Martin. OJ, we got a little bread now. She ain't trying to do the talk. You know, she listening to the spit I'm pushing, baby. I'm going to keep it moving. On to the next one. Because they all cut the same way. And all real men know this. When the 31-year-old man came to your house, you knew you was talking to a man. You wasn't talking to a boy trying to be a man. Am I correct, Martin?
Yeah, you're correct. That's the
all
difference.
Right. That made you feel good, didn't it? She actually brought a man to the house.
Yeah.
And not some dude, I'm going to shut the door behind me and order him off my porch.
Man, because I've seen young men. Matter of fact, I got a daughter. She got a baby daddy like to fight her, and he younger than her too. You know what I'm saying? Come on, he like to fight her. So I want that for my daughter? No, I don't want no man putting his hand on my daughter. We shouldn't either.
Because you know what that's because you know what that can lead to for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You already know.
Yeah.
You putting me in jeopardy because I might do something to you. You know, and so I'm not trying to take over your show, man.
No,
I'm really not.
No, go ahead.
But see, when they start talking this nonsense because he's older, and then you show him the alternative. Okay, you look at the college boy. The college boy ain't making a dime. He's going to school. Matter of fact, she needs to leave him the hell alone so he can finish his school, get his job, and make some money, and come back to his home when he gets about 31, 32, 33, 35 years old. When he's a man, not a boy trying to be a man. See, it's so cold-blooded, bro. These women don't even recognize a man when they see one. They just see a male. Oh, I wanted to be my daughter's age. Oh, my daughter's boyfriend's in college. He ain't making shit, living home. And if you knock your daughter up, he gonna ruin both of their lives. Those are facts.
So not true.
These are facts.
So not true.
Martin, read the statistics to her.
You selling wood pieces, brother.
Read the statistics, Marty, please.
I gotta put some Google up. I gotta pull it. Let me just say this. Yeah, let me just say this. Older men. Let me say this. Older men like younger women, and don't let them lie to you and say they don't. Period. Now, do that mean they'll go after one? That's not that's true. Listen, if you're looking at strippers and looking at these Facebook posters and all that, who you think that are with all these bad bodies? These are younger women, not these old women. They got to go get fixed up. The younger women's got the best bodies. No flat stomach, no stretch marks, skin smooth, none of that. The older women got to go get. Yeah,
crapping their
yeah.
head.
You got
And
some older women that keep their
no,
face
that small one's got some
You got
nice
older
bodies.
women that you look. What about Janet Jackson? She keeps herself in shape.
And Janet
And
Jackson
ain't
got a lot of surgery
husband,
too.
and ain't got no husband.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So
Yeah.
you got some older women that keep themselves in shape.
Yeah,
man.
but
Come
listen.
on, man.
Yeah, and listen, and she got some. I think she got a couple of her ribs removed, so she got a flat stomach. Janet Jackson.
Still ain't got no husband. Where's her husband?
Yeah,
The
man.
billionaire dumped her ass.
So I mean, all of us.
We just justifying bad behavior. That's all we doing.
Yeah, yeah.
How's that?
Well, hey Nathan, is bad behavior a 50-year-old talking to a 21-year-old? Is that bad behavior?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
On whose part?
Yeah.
See, Mark, you know what? They thinking about the 20-year-olds that were around when we came up.
Because
they
that
can't
kid freaked him
stand
out.
these kids.
I don't think this guy know how old I am, Martin.
Mm-hmm. Tell him.
It's not an issue. Your age is not an issue. The age of the girl that he was messing with.
Brother man, my age is a definite issue because I'm not going to talk to a 20-year-old. I don't care how good she looks.
There you go. Now I agree with him though, B. I'm sorry to say that, kid.
I don't.
You know, I'm on this side on this one though, dude.
I ain't got nothing to be on this side.
I ain't got nothing to say to him, but hey, how you doing? Bye, see you later. That's it. So, okay.
That's you.
That's it.
That's you. That's because you ain't got. That's because you ain't got 20-year-olds crawling all over you. That's different with Shannon Sharpe. That's different with Shannon Sharpe when he walked into a room.
Brother man, I turned quite a few 20-year-olds down.
That's you. That's your own personal thing. I'm not.
Yeah, well.
I'm not.
Who you? Hey,
go ahead.
But let me just say,
because I'm not gonna take nothing that nobody's going to give me.
Solomon had 700 wives and 300 sweethearts. What did he give him? Can I get a witness? Where did he give him?
I don't want that many headaches. He had so many headaches. He wrote 5 chapters of the Bible about how the headaches he had with all them 1,500 women. Facts. He know he made a mistake.
He had all them women, but that make him a player? No, it didn't.
Yeah. Well,
they gave him a stroke.
Let me say something. You got younger women talk to older men for money. Like the lady said, situation, they want that bread. And we know this is the case with Shannon Sharpe, probably, with this young white lady.
Hello?
Same thing. It's an agreement. It's an arrangement.
Hello?
She know he got that bag. I'm gonna get it. You robbed me of my youth, and whatever you want to call it.
They had an entanglement. I ain't trying to hear no arrangement. It was an entanglement.
Whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. They were sleeping together, and the way them text messages look, it didn't look like it was. It looked like it was consensual, but it is what it is. She know. Yeah, hey, man, listen, they after the bag, man, and actually, it's against the law to hold. Let me say this: it's against the law to record somebody's conversation anyway without their permission. That should never stand in court, and it won't.
Not in certain states.
Yeah, well, I know here in Illinois, you can't record nobody without their permission. You can't do that.
You can't.
Why business calls record you in when they call in like bill collect? Somehow this call is being recorded. I ain't trying to hear that nonsense.
Yeah, well, okay. All right.
Like I said, man, it's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
But if we gonna have this conversation, you can leave your feelings outside of it. Because all of us have been living long enough to have seen a lot. I'm 57 years old. I didn't just get here. I've been here a long time. I done seen a lot. And I done seen some couples. I done seen some couples that were, the man was 50 and the woman was 38. They getting along just fine.
Mm-hmm.
When you know better, you do better.
Yeah, well.
And Shannon Sharpe didn't know no better. I hope he can do better and learn from his damn mistakes.
He will after he cut his check. But somebody's 21-year-old daughter finna become a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. She ain't got to worry about nobody's man after this.
There's nothing about this that creeps you out, though. I mean, seriously,
No.
I'm being for real.
No. And I'm being for real. What creeps you out about a man and a woman? It's not.
We talking about a 56-year-old man talking about he loves a 20-year-old. I'm not sure I need that nonsense.
Happens all the time.
You need help, and you need therapy, and you need to be under the jail.
No.
I ain't trying to justify that man's behavior just because of who he is. Hold him accountable for what he's done. Stop making excuses for who he is.
Well, you can't.
Okay, then what did he do? Let's hear this, Mark. What did he do since she's of legal age? What did he do wrong? What was the crime? Who was he taking advantage of?
Not when he had this entanglement with this young lady. Hell, I hate to hear when he met her. How long he been checking her out before he made his move?
You mean how long she been checking him out before she made her move?
If he has daughters her age, what the hell were they thinking? Dad, what's wrong with you? No, you can't do that.
I mean, he seriously made a terrible career move, you know, to let this happen to him, knowing
it was a foolish, retarded move.
Foolish. He's very important in the sports world. He's a Hall of Famer. Him and his brother broke records, won championships. He is the space of, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So many black kids look up to him. You know, I'm like, yo, what were you thinking?
Anybody notice how Stephen A. Smith backed away from his boy?
He had to. He got nothing. He got nothing. No, hold on. Hold on, back up there for a second. Because I'm going to say that to say this. If he was my best friend, I'd be like, yo, bro, you know what you did was wrong, but I got your back. What you did was wrong, but I got your back.
I want to know what he did wrong. I just want to know what he did wrong other than he didn't leave her alone soon enough.
Morally speaking, it was a moral.
I just want to know, moral what? Ain't no moral. The moral is she's 18. The law has drawn the line at morality at 18.
Right.
Where is, tell me what a crime is, especially since he's finna get his broke off of his ass. Ain't nobody took advantage of nobody but her taking advantage of his ass. I try to figure out you women ought to be stand up cheering.
God give you 5 cents, and then Shannon Sharpe lost 3 of his. Because he didn't see, he didn't hear, all he wanted to taste and smell, and got his ass, excuse my French, got his butt in trouble.
Say, Mark, I guess we can just call this girl Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Bunny rabbit.
We just throw this up in the air, and the man was sitting on the edge of the bed. Let me talk to your mama. This is Richie. I ain't coming home no more. I'm telling you that shit can be that good. Y'all quit playing with me. I'm grown. Shit. It can be that good. So you know, probably funny. You just sitting on there. You just trying to be funny.
Let me ask you a question, brother. Let me ask you a question, brother. Can I just ask a question? How old do you think is too old, and how young do you think is too young?
Now, you talking about me personally, or you talking about this situation?
I'm asking a question. I want to know your intelligent answer, because you seem to know every doggone thing.
I seem to know a lot about men and women, because I've been dealing with women my whole life. I was raised by women.
So what's too old and what's too young?
For me, being 57, if I'm going to have a relationship, I would want a woman that is older. If I'm going to have an entanglement, 21 is just fine.
So you don't have no problem with that?
If she ain't got one, I don't.
You need help, brother.
No, I need another 21-year-old. What you mean? I don't need no help.
You're entertaining, but I have to disagree though, bro. It's funny to hear you say that though. It's funny
I tell you what, when you meet Sunshine, you let me know how messed up it is from me there. Arthur, OJ, you let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you really know what y'all be doing to a brother? Come on, quit playing with us.
Hey, be red. Y'all better not for y'all older men out there. I bet not catch you watching them videos of them young girls twerking now. I bet not catch you watching. You better not be watching them.
You know what? You know what? Check this out. I mean,
no, hold it. I'm talking now. Hold it. I'm talking now. You can't cut me off. Now, y'all out there, and I told y'all, you don't have too many old women out there stripping and dancing on a pole. Them younger women, 18 and up, probably under their 30, between 18 and 30 on them poles. And them men making it rain. Trust me. You come in and do your little bachelor party before you get married, them young women. Them ain't no old women at all. Trust me, people. You got the older women trying to look young and the younger women trying to look older. That's how it is. It's backwards. Yeah, that's real talk, people. So I'm just saying.
Let me say this.
Bro, you're going to keep cutting me off, brother. How you going to just keep chopping me off now? You're going to make me put you on mute. Come on, bro.
Please, I'm sorry.
When I'm done, I'm going to call on you next in line. You're next in line. Now, I respect Arthur and Nathan. You guys have a daughter in the 20s. I have a daughter in the 20s. Now, I understand that. But our daughters are grown. And they're going to make choices that, as fathers, that we don't like. Trust me. Who wants their daughter swinging on a pole? Who wants their daughter swinging the pole in these little nightclubs and all that? They have no control over that. You can't beat them up and say, come on, you over here with me now. No, you grown, you out the house. Our children are going to do what they do. Now, probably the only reason why that young lady was talking to OJ, she know he had that bag and she going to get some money out of him. She had it already set up. That's real talk. She should have took the 10 million and ran. Whatever. That's what I'm saying. So, okay, hold on. Somebody put some up here. I'm gonna let you go. All right. Harold, most bachelor parties are young men, so it makes sense to have women their age. Yeah. Go ahead, Art.
Having a daughter that's 20 going on 21 and one that's 13 going on 14. You know, and I've worked at many different nightclubs, dives, you name it. I just have to, say to myself, as a man, I mean, why would I be interested in somebody, young like that? I have a daughter myself. I understand it's flattering, as to somebody that's like happens to get someone young like that. I don't know. But I think that's the biggest turnoff, working these nightclubs, seeing them, doing strip, on the stripper pole or twerking at a nightclub or, dancing on stage and, doing all provocative stuff like that. That's for one's child. That's for one's daughter. I have no interest in that. I'm just saying me personally. That's just me.
Yeah, and that's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. Every man and every woman know their appetite. Some men they like men. They don't want no woman. Period. Some men like younger women. Everybody have a different taste, a different style. As long as he ain't mess with no babies. Well, you still legally 18, you still a really baby, but you grown. It's the law. But not mess with no baby. I would respect men when they just say, hey, you know what? I got a daughter 21. I can't see myself talking to somebody my daughter's age. And you okay, and I understand that. But to knock another man, if he like that, Because listen, don't nobody want nothing used up and beat up. Period. I'm speaking for me then. I don't want nothing beat up, all tore up to the floor up, and I just don't. Not me. I'm not going, bro. Now listen.
Just because somebody's of age, just because somebody's of age doesn't mean that they may be beat up and tore up. I mean,
but let me just say this. Let me just say this.
There should be more substance
Okay,
there.
well,
What
hold
about her
it. Let me
brain?
just say this.
What about her brain?
Hold it.
What about her capability? What about her love?
Hold it, brother. Hold it. You got some men, we can make a baby at 60, 65. Women got a certain time that they cannot make no babies. You know? Like, I mean, you older than me. You got a 13-year-old child.
Hello.
Come on now, somebody talk to me. Yeah.
And
Now you
I've been
are.
married 23. I've been married.
Hold it. No. I know. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You got a 13. Listen, you old enough.
I've been with her for 20.
Okay.
I've been with her for 28 years.
Well, I'm not. There's nothing wrong with what I just said. You having a 13-year-old.
Hey, Mom.
Hold on.
I want to be clear now.
I didn't make you sound like no pervert. I said you have a 13-year-old child. Okay. First of all, you in your 60s. Now listen, men can still have babies. You know, make babies. Some women, when they get to a certain age, that's it for them. They're done. They passed that stage. We got a new caller person. 215. Come on, caller. 215. Let's take this new call.
How you been doing, Martin?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. Hey, how you doing? I'm just waiting on your girl to get arrested. Then I'm gonna get back on right now. I'll let everybody have their fun. Yeah, go ahead.
You know I don't want to see my girl in jail. I just want her to leave them people money alone.
That's it. Go on, break it down to us. Go ahead.
I had just wanted to say, it's one thing to have somebody younger. I understand younger, but if you 50 and she 19, you're exploiting her because what are y'all talking about? What music are y'all listening to? What in-depth conversations are y'all having that is mutual in a relationship? Now, when older guys want to F young girls, I get it. I ain't too mad about it. But when you 50 and 19, that's something totally different than liking somebody young. And not all the time, but most of the times when men have that big age gap like that with younger women, sometimes it's just sexual. They want a little hump. But a lot of times it's to be manipulative and controlling, and they don't want to be held accountable inside a relationship. And they know somebody that's 19 is not going to hold them accountable like somebody that's 35 or 45. And for a lot of men, that's what it is. They don't want to be accountable because you cannot tell me you've been on this earth 35 years before she was born and you and her had struck up the most interesting conversation that made you want. No, that's sick in the head. And I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to say it. It's not about the law. Slavery was legal at one time. And slavery was legal. They was dragging, whooping us, selling us, raping us, and it was legal. So nobody can get on here and say, oh, they legal. Yeah, I understand the legal aspect to it, but we talking about morally right now. We talking about, like you said, people with daughters. My son's 25, my daughter's 26. I wouldn't even see me looking at a 26-year-old seriously. And some of them do flirt with me, and I bring them right back to size. Listen, I'm auntie. I got kids that age. And men need to do that too and stop acting like, oh, I don't want nothing overused. Okay, nobody want nothing used, but they not riding around in brand new cars. They got used cars. They not living in brand new houses. They got used houses. People got a lot of used shit they cherish.
Well, let me just say that.
Somebody either
215. If a woman want a man, if a woman want a man with his own house, his own car, 6 figures, why can't a man want what he want? Why is it up to you guys to decide what a man want?
No, it's not about what a man wants because I'm all for men having somebody a little younger because I think it works in a lot. I've seen that work in a lot of cases. But when I'm saying young, I'm saying, okay, I got maybe 10, 15 years on you at the max. When you're 50 and I'm 19, that's not young. That's a baby. That's a person that can't even drink yet. I live in Pennsylvania. They can't even buy cigarettes till they 21. So my whole thing is, what is the motive of a 50-year-old man wanting a 19-year-old woman?
What do you think it is?
That's my question.
What do you think it is?
After the sex. I'm talking about after the sex. Because some of them just trick younger ones and move on. I respect that. Okay, you sugar daddy, move on. But a lot of them get into these relationships with younger women because they don't want to be held accountable. I really want to know the motive after the sex that a 50-year-old man is with a 19-year-old that's still trying to figure out her life. That's all I had to say.
Okay, we got a new caller. We got another caller. We got another caller. But we finna come in. Okay, he or she, I don't know who it is.
Big Red.
205. Come on, Big Red. Go ahead. Turn your phone down, man. Turn your phone down, bro.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I just want to say, I don't know where you at. Maybe I'm behind or something. But I hear the brother keep asking what he did wrong. Am I there?
Yeah.
All right. So if you look at the case, this girl has filed can I say rape?
Yeah, sexual assault. Yeah, it's a form of rape. Yeah.
Sexual assault. That's the case she's filed. So that means that she told him no, and he did something to her. She's not suing him just because they hanging out together. She's suing him because he's saying he raped her.
I wonder why she didn't call the police.
Hello.
When somebody get raped, don't they call the police, brother? No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, brother. Come on, hold it down. Yeah. If you get violated, you should call the police, get you a rape kit, all that. This man raped me. Then you go on with the other stuff in that order. You don't. Come on now.
No, I understand, Mark. I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying too, brother.
He said what she did wrong. What he did wrong. That's what she's saying he did. And then if you even listen to, have you guys even heard the two audios that's been out there?
We played one of them. We played one of them on here. Go ahead.
The one you played, it seemed like he was just playing around when he said, "I'll choke you in public."
Right.
But there's another one that she said something. He got mad and he said, when I come down there, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was mad, like he's done it before.
So
all I'm saying is,
brother, let me just say this. We all know it's a money grab. We come on now, bro. Let's keep it 100. Now, was that woman violated? I can't say yes and I can't say no. But I would think if she was violated, she would call the police. She would call the police, made a police report.
Mark, ain't no profit. Ain't no profit in there calling the cops. What you mean? Ain't no profit in it.
Absolutely right. Now that's one thing I agree with him on.
You know what? You know why we can't have this conversation? No, it don't. You know what, Martin? I'm gonna step in right here. You know what? They actually think that we pull these women off the shelf. That these are human beings with brains in their head that say, you know what? I don't want to mess with you. We ain't men that do this ain't taking nothing from nobody. Shannon's problem in this, you know what Shannon was wrong? He stayed at the candy store too long. He was enjoying the sunshine. Can we say that?
I don't agree with that. Yeah. You can't say men with money don't do that because men with money do a lot. Look at Jeffrey Epstein and his whole circle of men, filthy rich billionaires be doing. So we can't judge character by the number in your bank account. So the bottom line is, and the bigger conversation is, when these white rich men at the top of the totem pole ready to knock these black millionaire men off, with these sexual assault charges. The bigger conversation is, why is it so easy for black men to be licked of their wealth by just sending a skinny young white girl?
Same way they did Bill Clinton, the same way they did Donald Trump. We can go down the list of white boys that got it broken later.
Donald Trump did the same trap. Skinny white girl, young white girl, they fall for the trap. Soon as them white rich men want to knock them down a notch, they send a female. Look at Kanye. Look at that woman he walking around with. Black men need to stand on business when it comes to relationships. Because all over the internet, black women and black men is dogging black men is dogging black women. But when we see them with white women, they with the cruddiest piece of shit on the earth.
That's facts. Now, what you just said right there is facts. I don't want one. Okay, you couldn't pay me to sleep with none of them. I don't want Kim Kardashian if they laid her out with honey poured all over her ass. I don't want her. I don't want no white woman. I'm going to always deal with my sister. But I will not let any woman tell me what woman I can and cannot talk to if she like me. See, that's the part everybody's missing.
The question is,
there's no other question.
Rich men send white women towards black rich men. Why do they have no self-control and no dignity? You know why? Because they have no loyalty to the culture.
Because
if they were
no
loyal
dignity.
to the culture, when the white women come around, they would keep it fucking moving. Yeah, they might hit a couple. They might hit a couple. I ain't mad. But I'm just saying, the truth is, we don't have allegiance with black men. When we in the room with black men, anything with curly hair and fair skin, they will pick us off. Just like Kobe. Look how Kobe Vanessa Bryant did his mother.
I mean, but y'all kicking us. I mean, I'm saying like y'all, but you are taking the attitude like men walking to a club, bar, etc., throw a rope out there, snatch a woman and grab her. She has a charge.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said when rich white men want to knock down black women, I said they send white women towards them. And I said, why is it that it always works? Not always, but most of the time it works.
Okay, I'm gonna make your point for you. Can I make your point for you? Can I make your point for you? Okay. We're gonna talk about Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods' friend. He came over to visit his friend one day. We both know that these are millionaires, they live in the same neighborhood. And just like you said, this cracker introduced Tiger Woods to his maid. His maid. Now this dummy.
Tiger Woods do.
Hold on. I'm trying to get that. Hold on, sweetie. I know you know the end of this story.
No,
now, this dummy.
I didn't know.
No. We already know that they got divorced. That was the end of the story. We already know. Now instead of Tiger Woods just hitting this a couple, 2-3 times, or not at all. Because I'm gonna be offended that my homeboy, rich white dude, gonna introduce me to his maid. Why you introduce me to your sister, Punk?
Okay.
Why you introduce me to your friend? I know exactly where you coming from. Stupidity runs all through this love game, but I keep telling you, baby, they got their sunshine. And see, you ain't got no mind when you get that sunshine, understand me? Let's talk for real.
The problem right there that I'm talking about, what you just said. Nobody ain't the sunshine with you.
Yeah, let's talk about the sunshine, baby. Have you on the phone calling your wife talking about you leaving? It's stupidity. There is no age. There is no age. No, but there's no age for stupidity.
Man, hold on, B. Are you saying that there's a woman out there that can make me change my mind? Hold on, let me see if I get that. Let me see if I understand this. Let me see if I understand this shit. Oh, let me see if I understand this shit. Wait. I'm gonna be real quick. Let me see if I understand this. After all the stuff I've been through, the countries I've been, the places I've been, the things we've been together, all these kids we got. Are you joking?
No, because this happens every day.
Maybe you.
No, I've been married longer than you have. Remember, I've been married longer than you. I know how to take care of a woman. Okay, I ain't no fuck on this. I'm married 30 years. You hear me? 30 years, no outside kids. Nobody calling my woman talking nothing. Okay, so I know the rules of the game. But y'all act like y'all get kids around here. How many brothers you know that left their wives for the side piece? Y'all act like this is some kind of game.
But hold on, wait a minute. A lot of times when a man leaves a wife for a side piece, he didn't really want the wife. He settled.
In the beginning, he the one asked in the beginning. In the beginning, D.
So
Come on, man. Come on
when
now.
it came along, when he wanted came along, he just went on and chose better.
It was easy to leave. It was real easy to leave.
That wasn't based in love and commitment. That was based in survival. Right now, we need to go have. I need you to get this life right now. But the moment who I want come along, and if I'm in a financial situation to step away, I'm going to. And that's what you see a lot of times. And a lot of women blame the other women for that. But really, the men wasn't really never there. But my mom and dad been together 48 years, and I'm sure my dad had a white peace throughout the years, and he never called home and said he wasn't fucking coming back.
Okay. Well,
So
I'm not stuck on the color of the skin, because the girl could have been black. She could have been Mexican. She could have been any color in the world. She still was 20. She was still 21.
But at the end of the day, though, D. At the end of the day, D.
More times than not, no, don't. I'm not gonna let you do that to black women. More times than not, when you look at that screen and you see these professional athletes from college sports on up. This ain't just in the NBA, NFL. At college, you see them white girls stopping the men's careers. All type of rape allegations. Now, I ain't saying a black woman never did it. Don't get me wrong. But when you see the blueprint for that shit is white women.
Yeah, I don't want.
She's right though, bitch. She right.
She right about some of it.
If she was black, she would have shut the F up and took that 10 million. If she was black, now let's really talk.
Yeah, she probably would have. Cause see, me being her daddy, I'm telling you, take the check, baby. Take the check and go on about your business. But she got the lawyer. She got the lawyer in her ear. The lawyer trying to get his money. The lawyer trying to get his money.
Can I ask a question? Hey, can I ask one question?
Go ahead, 205.
Yes, sir.
Ask the panel. Go ahead.
What panel? What? So, my man, what if he actually raped your daughter?
Ooh. Well, she actually went, and is she in the position to get a $5 million check for it? I didn't say she was lying. She probably is telling the truth, but she's going to get paid.
What if she actually telling the truth?
Yes, she's going to get paid. She said, I'm answering it. She's going to get paid. How many ways I got to say that? Because you know what? There's been a whole lot of sisters been raped that didn't get a dime.
So you don't think you need to get a zero for raping your daughter, brother?
I would deal with that motherfucker. I would deal with him. I would deal with him myself. I'm going to always believe my daughter. But the first thing is first, we finna get this check. Business over that nonsense. I'll deal with him down the road myself. But my daughter's finna get this check. We got women on this phone right now getting raped that ain't never got a penny. And the brother ain't in jail.
I got you.
Quit playing with me. I've been living here too long. I done seen it all.
I was just wondering. I was wondering what you.
No, I'm just wondering if my daughter came home and said any man.
If
they got a problem.
My daughter, fuck the check.
They on the clock. Yeah, they on the clock.
I mean, that's what I would do too.
Hold it, y'all. Hold it. We got the female talking. 215. Go ahead, 215.
I said, if somebody raped my daughter, I don't want no check. We living. We can make money all type of ways. There's nothing wrong with us. No. Support don't come in a check. Support don't come in a check. Now, you're going to take your ass to jail, and if we sue your estate and we get a check, okay. But if we have a choice, your ass is going to jail because this is bigger than my daughter. That means the next little girl you around at the family picnic, you might do her too. So this is bigger than the check. And I'm not
you right.
I'm telling you.
You know what, sweetie?
So
you absolutely right. You absolutely right. You right. You right. So how come she didn't go to the police?
No, how
the man asked you that.
With a 19-year-old white girl in a climate where he see what they're doing to other black millionaires. He sees
because
that the race
because he wanted that and she wanted that.
He see that. and he
Yeah, well, he didn't know. Yeah, well, that's him. But he finna pay for it. But the dynamics of the man, older man, younger woman ain't gonna change because of all of that. That's gonna happen next year and the year after that.
A lot of things don't change, don't make it right.
Nothing gonna change. What, an older man liking a younger woman?
It's not about.
It could have been the same. It could have been
a younger woman. You.
Or it can't be about a white woman. I'm just going about what you said.
You missing the point. The point is
it's not
about an older man and a younger woman.
Ain't this what the show about?
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me make my point. You're telling me on. If you 50 and you want somebody that's 25, even 30, 20.
If she want me,
so wait a minute.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Do your thing. I ain't mad at that because she's been through enough life to make a decision. Are you what she wants, or are you manipulating her? Or you understand the difference. But when you 50 with a 19-year-old, that's not young. That's a baby. You got 19-year-olds that don't even know what they want to do with their life yet. They don't even know which way to go. They still living in a house with chores. So it's a difference between wanting somebody young and being 50 and they 19. I think that's an inflation of the point a little bit. Now, as far as the white girl, I'm not saying that men can't date white girls. You date who you love, who you want. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, if I'm a black millionaire and I got everything going for me, and I'm in the world where I see other black men is coming down for sexual assault, pedophilia, if I see the power structure setting them up, that's going to put me on high alert.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying I wouldn't still mess with a white girl, whatever, but it's going to be one that's fair game. Far as, okay, when I deal with her, she's 29, 30. She has something going for herself. So if she holler rape or whatever, because she was really inflating the story, it's also the girl's age. If this would have been a 35-year-old, 30-year-old woman that came out and said that, it still would have hit. But what's really hitting is, why is a 15-year-old man with a 19-year-old woman? That is really slighting his case.
And you know what? What's hurting her case is, why if you was raped, sexual assault, why you didn't call the police, make a police report? Now it's all about the money. It's obvious. It flaws is on both ends in a sense, because evidently they were in a relationship. You could tell by the way they was talking in Texas. So I don't know. I mean, maybe the sugar daddy.
So why is
Go ahead.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that. I wish that our billionaire men would start moving like their target.
Yep.
Well, that's what he likes.
That's
Shannon.
my whole point.
Shannon, to my belief, that he likes white women. That's what he likes.
And that's fine. But go get somebody equally yoked with you.
Yeah.
He don't want that. He ain't trying to get married. He's trying to have fun. He ain't trying to get married.
Yeah, but
he's trying to have fun.
Yeah, but Shannon Sharpe is a public figure. You got to be careful, man.
Thank you.
You know what? Y'all got all this indignation for this brother, but the president of the United States is 82 and his wife is in her 40s. This is the way of the world. No, you ain't missed that.
Right.
You ain't missed that.
But he ain't getting
I'm sorry, I missed it. You said 82 what?
The president.
The president is what, 82 years old, and his wife is in her 40s? What I get wrong about that? This the way of the world.
40s. She's not in her 20s. She's in her 40s.
Oh God.
Look at the age difference.
You gotta move. Oh Lord.
You're a public figure. You gotta move different.
Oh Lord. How old is they son? And he almost 20.
Barron is 18.
Okay, so that means Trump was in his 60s and Melania was in her 20s. Oh Lord.
Okay, but that's the problem with you. Y'all think y'all could do what you did.
Thank you.
Elvis Presley look how young Priscilla was. Look how young Priscilla was. She was born from Esley Phelps' house when she was 14. He was 26 already.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all
And
niggas
she,
can't do that. And I don't understand why y'all don't understand that.
Right.
Elvis
You know,
Presley, Elvis Presley, Elvis Presley
Hold it, y'all. Go ahead, Nathan.
married. Elvis Presley, his sick, twisted, narcissistic self, married his second cousin. Now that's facts.
Elvis, or you talking about Great Balls of Fire? Jerry Lee Lewis married his cousin.
Was it Jerry Lee Lewis?
It was Jerry Lee Lewis who married his cousin.
No, Elvis did that as well.
Priscilla was, she was young too.
She was young, but she wasn't his cousin.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know about
Presley
that.
said in
Hey.
her memoirs that she's written over the
Hey,
years,
205.
she said how when she was,
Yes,
No,
sir.
205. How old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 40. I'll be 40 August 13th.
No. Okay. No, I wasn't talking about you, 215. I'm talking about, okay. Now, any of us that have parents, now you old enough to have parents if they still living. When they was down south, a lot of them got married at 14 and 15. Their mama signed 14, 15, 16. Why you think BB came out with that song Sweet 16? I hear people.
times have changed, though, Mark.
I know. No, I'm just saying. Hold on. Hold it. I'm just saying. A lot of our parents.
Asking how old was the man?
Right. How old? A lot of our parents got married at 14, so they wasn't marrying nobody 14 the same age. They was married.
Have changed, though,
But
Martin.
I'm just.
Times have changed.
I'm
People
speaking.
People have different morals now.
Hold on.
You can't even whip your kid without going to jail.
Hold on. Let me just say this, brothers and sisters. It was black men back then liking white women. It was gay people back then. It's gay people now. It's the same. It's still the same, bro. Look at R. Kelly, married to Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
It's still happening. It just ain't in the light, but it's still happening. Ain't back then. It's still happening. These guys out here still marrying these babies.
The biggest thing that we missing here, is how it looks. It looks really bad.
Well, that's to you. That's to you.
Let me finish. Yeah, I think that's what the sister's been trying to say too.
But sister, listen.
Hey, Mark, can I say one thing and I'm gone?
Go ahead.
Listen, I don't care if you white or whatever. All I'm saying is this man had to move smarter than he moving. He done lost everything. Everything. So that's all I'm saying.
He ain't lost nothing. He ain't lost nothing, brother.
Video coming out. Yeah, no, he still got money.
Okay, he ain't lost nothing.
His money he was about to get. He lost his money. Because he done got fired from ESPN.
Okay.
That's all.
Let's say that they found him not guilty for any of this stuff. He's still done.
He's still done. Now he's still rich. He's still rich, but
to what degree? To what degree?
That $100 million podcast deal, that's gone too.
Yeah, it's gone too.
All of
it.
it.
Rich to what degree?
All over.
How much money is he gonna be able to have after
No
that?
self-control. No self-discipline.
No self-control.
Well, no, it's not even self-control. That's what he liked. He used to white women. That's what he dates. Younger, model type white women.
He didn't have to have a 19-year-old white woman. It's 20.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what he liked.
Absolutely. No one cares that he dates white women. It's the fact that these young women, they don't like your old self. They just want you because of your family.
That's right. Listen, Eve exchange ain't no robbery. Right. We know that. Come on now.
That's right.
That's right. And you're right. You know that.
What I just say, Martin. What I just say.
Yeah.
We stayed at the candy store too long.
Yeah.
Kicked out a couple of times and keep it moving. It's simple as plain. Trying to fall in love and shit, all that old gay ass shit.
But you, okay, 215.
How the phone like their mothers.
Yeah, hold on. 215. 215.
Yes.
Go ahead, 215. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I had wanted to respond to when you had went back to the marriage back in the day. Yeah, young. And what I was saying when I first called, one of the points I was making is the intent matters. Because back in the day when men did marry, whatever age was, they understood that you was their responsibility. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of things that you needed or wanted or whatever, they knew that they had to provide for you. And that wasn't just now why I want you. That was supposed to be for the rest of your life. You understand what I'm saying? Because in essence, when you're in a relationship with somebody in their younger years, you're taking some of their value.
Who's seen the color purple?
I didn't want to go there, Mark. Please.
Who's seen the color purple?
Please don't go there, bro. Please don't go there. Please don't go there.
You get abuse, manipulation. You get a lot of stuff because, okay, now let's do color purple. Mr. Stole a lot of years of silly life. She didn't really even find out who she was as a person till she was in her 50s almost, if you looked at the movie and read the book, because I read the book too.
Okay.
So that's what I mean. So and you know you're going to take their value. When you say fair exchange is not robbery, that's deeper than a check. Because you giving me that check, I can't get my value back.
No, you can't.
Okay, let's say
he can't get his money back either. That's what you trade.
He got more. He got more. And you can make more.
Yeah, but listen, listen. Y'all women, and I'm all universal. It's not just black women. Instead of building with a man, you want a man that's already ready. You want him to have some money.
I agree.
So this is what happened, people. This nobody wants to take. See, y'all talk about older men like younger women, which is true, is a fact. But a younger woman that's probably naive, don't know, but she'll stay with the old man to build. Because, see, she know what's in the future. Okay, these little young guys going to do what they do. I'm attracted to them, but I know they ain't going to take care of me. This old man, he croak out here. I got his insurance policy. I got this. Some women think like that. Some women think like that. Women, hold it, people. Hold it. Listen. Most older men that got it going on, they got their own everything when they like them young women. If they're going to be in a relationship, they're going to pay all the bills. They're going to do all that. Now, can they be manipulative? I say yes. Yes. Cool. They not saying that is right. Not saying that is right. Not saying that is right. Now, like Kevin Samuels say, hey, you get you a young one. She ain't never been out of the country. She ain't never did nothing. You take her, do that. You get your old one that been in the country, don't nothing excite her. You know, she done everything. She got her own house by herself. She got her own career. She's been out of the country 4 or 5 times. You know? So.
But that's not true, Mark. There's a lot of people up in age that haven't been nowhere and waiting for a partner to experience new things. There's a lot of young girls tricking and going all over the world now. I see young girls that have been 50 places. I mean, I did a lot of things, but I'm just saying. Right now, these young girls going away. When I was young doing it, I was considered like a hustler. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, now all these young girls is doing what I was doing.
See?
So that kind of has shifted a little because you see these women out here, they got businesses, they committing fraud on every level. You know what I'm saying? They traveling the world with their girlfriends. So that's not necessarily true now in life.
Well,
that has shifted a little bit.
Didn't I say that, Martin?
Yeah.
Didn't I say we can't look through the eyes of when we grew up.
Right.
We have to look at what we seeing going on now. Years and years ago when we were coming up, women wasn't kind of active like they are now. I mean, you had to work a girl to get something off of. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Nowadays, they coming up front. Shit, you want some of this, I need a bag. I need some clothes. I need some money. If you can't do that for me, you can keep it moving.
But that's an immaturity mindset.
But okay.
And you shouldn't want an immaturity mindset.
Look, man, women ain't stupid no more. They don't want to roll around the backseat with a car that a brother got nothing. They would rather have somebody who can do something for them. That's why a 19-year-old girl is up in Shannon's face. Trust me, he did not go over there and approach her. I promise you, she came to him. I promise you. If I'm Shannon, I'm not coming to no woman. I'm Shannon Sharpe. I'm Shannon Sharpe. I ain't got to say nothing to nobody. When I walk in the door, I'm the man.
Why him?
I'm the man. I'm the man.
Let me make this point real quick, 2 seconds, please. You thinking like you just told Martin, from your mindset, you gotta remember it's women that only date millionaires. So he would be a lick, but he would be one of many. It's women that all they do is date high-class millionaire men. That's their standard. That's their game. They enrich men. You understand what I'm saying? So they did not approach her. He probably flirted a little bit. He think she was going to go. She think he was interested. I'm sure it went back and forth like natural chemistry. You know what I mean? Because when the nigga wink his eye or whatever, he's looking at you. But if you somebody, not saying her in particular, but I'm just saying it's a class of women that date in circles that they're not pressed to talk to one millionaire. Because you got to remember, some millionaires is suckers and nerds that just lumped up on some money. But when you get them by themselves, they that same nerdy person, happy to be in your presence. They not the facade that you see outside on the court and all of that shit. That's why a lot of times when niggas get caught with bitches, you say, damn, how she pulled him? Very often, when you be seeing they side chicks and shit, you be wondering what even made him do that or whatever, because it's a small piece of every person, man and female, that still has that insecure middle school, high school person in them. And a lot of people operate within that. So you can't say that.
You see, Martin, now we listening to Sunshine talk, okay? See, this is a woman that can get somebody with some money and gain him out of all of his shit. At 19. Okay?
She was tough.
We can't keep having the conversation like she ain't got 2 marbles rolling around her head, but she's finna collect a $5 million check. Now who the fuck?
No, we're not saying that.
And she bypassed the police. She bypassed.
Hello.
She said, I don't want to send him to jail. I just want the money.
Hello.
She bypassed the police.
Okay, now, Martin, what you just said, which would you prefer if you was in that situation, to be able to pay and go or jail?
Pay and go.
Okay, then. So that means she gave him a fair option.
He gave up one too.
At the candy store too long. He stayed at the candy
store.
We already know you got to pay to play. So come on, y'all.
We know how to game.
Y'all know. Listen.
Everybody knows.
Everybody, listen. Let's quit. Listen, y'all. Let's quit acting all sanctimonious on here. Let's just tell the truth. Shame the devil. Any older man mess with a younger woman, he gonna pay. Period. There's a golden rule out there. All married men pay. Married men know they got to go home and they gonna pay. Period. So let's cut the jive out. Let's cut it all. Cut the jive out.
What we really missing here. I think what we really missing here. I mean, just saying, is the moral aspect about it.
Who cares about morals? Who care about some morals? Nobody don't care about no morals, bro. They don't care about no. Hey, brother, listen. I know what you're saying.
That's B-Red and Martin. Nobody else did that.
Nobody care about no morals.
But you B-Red.
That's because they lied to themselves.
Listen.
Exactly.
215. Hold on, y'all. 215. These same men that's on here talking, be in these strip clubs, looking at these 18, 19, 21, 20-year-old. And matter of fact, some of them have a private lap dance with them. They ain't asking no questions then. They ain't asking no question. How old are you, young lady? You remind me about... Hold it, y'all. Hold it. Let me talk now. Listen, some of these same men be on Facebook looking at them girls, print everything, jiggling their booty clapping. They looking too, looking. You don't know how old she is. She could be 18 and 19. Same age as your daughter, our daughters. I got a daughter 16. Got one 21, 23, one 27. So I know. Trust me. I know it. I see it. So again, if you go into a strip club, you're not going there to see no old woman. You want to see something young and fresh.
And I can respect that.
I'm just saying. I'm speaking from a. Hey, B Ray. Am I lying, brother? Just tell me if I'm lying. Come on, man. Who wants to see your old?
No, Alex, no, nobody. Nobody. And I don't care how she got a Alex mind.
No, I don't go to strip clubs. I don't go, but I'm just saying.
Hold on.
I don't go to strip clubs.
Because he down here in Texas.
I don't go to strip clubs.
Red has a different perspective because he's down here in Texas. And Texas strip clubs do some different shit than they do up north. Trust me when I'm telling you that. When they say that butt naked shit, it's the real deal.
What I'm just saying.
It's the real deal.
Well, what
I'm saying to you, brother, I'm gonna be real quick. His perspective is different. I'm gonna shut up.
Can you let that man speak for himself? How you gonna speak for him? You're a grown man. Let him speak for himself. Go ahead.
The first strip club I walked into was in 1986 in San Diego, California. White girl standing there butt naked taking the money. Scared me. I remember like 18, 19. It scared me. I had never seen a naked woman standing on a public street. The best strip clubs I ever went to was in Atlanta in the 90s. Oh my God. Big Misha. Oh my God. You just don't know how them girls would get down out there in Atlanta in the early 90s.
Freaknik and all that. Yeah.
Everything goes. Okay, now, I'm at the age I'm at now, I done got too stingy with my money just to be throwing it at them at a nightclub. You know what I'm saying? I have moved past that part of my life. It don't fascinate me no more.
That's where Shannon should have been at 60.
Yeah, that's what.
Exactly.
Hey.
Now, if you put a 19-year-old girl in my face, and I wasn't married, you put a 19-year-old girl in my face, and she's all, she's talking that shit, and I'm talking mine, and if a few dollars go close the deal, I'm gonna take that pill and beat the brains out of her head. I'm not playing. I'm not playing no games.
Today or back in the day?
I'm married, 30 years. I don't do that.
The last strip club I been to, let me say the last strip club I been to, it was back in 92 or 93 in Minnesota.
If you wasn't married though.
Yeah.
See, it'll be different because now you're married and you have all that responsibility through all those years. So you can say all that shit right now.
Well, that's good. Somebody need to hear it.
Thank you.
But listen,
Thank you.
somebody need to hear it though. You need to grow up. Listen, I'm telling men, if you're going in these strip clubs, make sure you ask the dancer or whoever stripper, how old are you before I give you my money? They're gonna look at you like you're crazy. They're gonna look at you crazy.
You gonna get the truth?
Yeah.
And you think you gonna get the truth?
That's why I don't go in.
You don't need to go in. You don't need to go.
This what I'm saying about intent. If you go somewhere professional, even though a strip player ain't professional, but you going there for a service, you going there to see ass shake.
That's it.
If everybody in there is grown and they shaking ass, and you go and look and have a good time and throw a couple dollars, okay. But the grown man in you supposed to understand that was a fun activity. You supposed to come out of there and go the fuck back to life.
But you know what?
If she say, well, look, I'm selling the little pussy, whatever. Okay, even if you gonna hit it, go the fuck home. You and her shouldn't be having no fucking relationship after you hit it and keep it fucking moving.
That's what I just said. I said that 30 minutes ago. Hit that shit and go home, Shannon.
Yeah.
We trying to have a relationship with her.
But back to the subject, Shannon Sharpe can't do that though.
He can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Been doing that. He been doing it. He just didn't go home. He forgot to go home. You met her at 19. You met her at 19. She now 21. Come on, bro. She ain't got that many tricks. Okay, but it's that sunshine, baby. But it's that sunshine.
Shannon Sharpe can't move like Big Red. Shannon Sharpe can't move like Big Red. Shannon Sharpe cannot do that.
Yes, he can.
Would that get to what it is?
He didn't go home, bro. We done seen it before. That's how you brother got addicted to crack. Go to get your pen, hit your 20-cent piece of crack, and take your ass home. No, I gotta spend my whole check. I gotta stay out the whole weekend. I gotta suck off all the rent money.
Boy, I really appreciate this, bro. This is a good one.
I mean, I know that's why I had it so late. That's why I had it so late.
Hit that rock. Hit that rock and take your ass home.
Yeah, listen. Hey, that's why I had it so late.
My friend used to say, don't let the sun beat you home.
Yeah.
Thank you. Out there blowing all your baby money.
Let me just say that any man out there got a young 19-year-old, whatever, that's just fun. You can't make that your woman.
That's it.
That's just fun. That's all it is. That's exchanging. Sex for money. That's all what that is. You just fantasy. That's what it is.
That's not fun. That's not fun.
Well, it may not be fun to you because, see, but listen. That's because you got a daughter that age. See, you got to get past, hold on, listen, you got a daughter that age, so you looking at it that way, okay, I'm
that's why I'm saying it's not fun.
Right, well, that's because of you. That's you. No fun to you, bro. That's you. You can't determine what's fun to another man. That's you.
You ain't lying.
I technically would not mess with a 19-year-old.
Right.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Listen.
I know me.
Listen.
I know me better than anybody. I know I wouldn't touch a 19-year-old.
Listen, bro. Listen. Y'all know how many people, let me say this. Y'all know how many men sitting in the prison right now because they didn't ask the person their age, they didn't care. They just wanted to get their rocks off. I'm just saying. Yeah, okay. Hold it, y'all. Hold it. Listen. When a man penis get hard, and if he ain't got no self-control, he gonna run a boy or girl. Knows if I say if he ain't got no self-control, he get a little alcohol in him, and he wanna release himself. I'm trying to keep it clean. Some men out here will do girl and boy. You know what I'm saying? Both of them don't make no difference. If they get a little alcohol in it. That's why you got men out here, when they sleep with other men, they kill them. Because they realize what they done and they can't allow that secret to get out and get back to their wife and all that. But I know this on a different subject. But what I'm saying is, people, when these men out here trying to have some fun, they're not asking these girls how old they are. You don't say nothing, I don't say nothing. I ain't gonna ask, don't tell. You go a few dollars. They got
daughters, they better.
Yeah, well.
You need to.
Yeah. They need to.
You have to set examples for your daughter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, most people. Hey, listen. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I was just going to say. Thank you.
You don't see me at the motel. Me and my daughter ain't got anything to talk about.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't bring them home. I got to take care of. Hello.
I know me as a 56-year-old man, I'm not touching 19-year-old.
Okay.
I don't care how you try to twist and turn it, I ain't doing it.
And that's good. That's good. That's good. I mean, you know, it's each his own.
I might go 30. That's about it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You can't even have a conversation. As a 19-year-old, what kind of conversation could you have with that person?
Sex. That's all what it is. Nothing else.
That'll right there, the conversation.
This the conversation. Could you do that thing with your palm you did last time?
Yeah.
We actually have no conversation.
That ain't my conversation.
Can you turn over again? Shit, can you turn over again? Can we do it like we did it last time? Fuck out of here, man. It's not going to talk to you about. Here go your money. And I'm
Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm telling you the truth about me. I'm telling you the truth. You might do what you do, but I'm me. I would never touch a 20-year-old. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Thank you, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah, you ain't met the right 20-year-old. You don't get it. It's not about sexuality. It's not about sexuality. It's about morality. That wouldn't even feel good to me. It would not. Period.
Morality and common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to ask this question since y'all talking about younger women and all that. How long have you been thinking that way? Let's say if you're thinking, they say men who think the way they think now than what they were thinking at 15, 20 years ago. So were you into young women then? Like when you were 20, were you into somebody that was 19? I mean, somebody that was 9 or somebody that was 12 or I'm saying,
come on, man. Now you talking pedophile.
Yeah.
No,
that's not a woman. That's not a woman.
That's not a woman.
That's a child.
That's a child. That's a baby. That's a baby.
She's still a child.
It's the mindset. It's the mindset. It's the mindset.
No, that's two different. That's two different mindsets. A baby and a grown up. That's two different mindsets.
She is a child.
Who is a child? 18 is a child.
She ain't mature yet.
Regardless, listen. Let me tell y'all something, bro. Listen. To be honest with y'all, there really is no rule, no set rule. Society set the rule at 18. That's what society say. That's what is acceptable. But we know our teenagers are out there having sex. And some of them having babies by grown men. They just not telling it. And some of these women out there know, I know, you won't tell your child who the real baby daddy is. And if we living in that day and age, well, the neighbor is the child father, but you never tell them. You put it on somebody else's. And I'm not trying to dog women out, but women are like that. They have put the father, made the father of the child, and know that's not the father. But just keep the heat off them, to keep the real father from going to jail. You 15, you know you ain't had no business screwing that 23-year-old man, and to keep the heat off him, you blame it on the other boy that's around your age. But you know in your heart, he's not really the father. And we see that all the time. We see that all the time. I know a young lady that she's on my page right now. She had a baby at 15, I think 15, 16. Dude was like 35 or something like that. And she really didn't say that because she knew that he was too old. She had a baby by him. She could have sent him to jail for rape. Statutory rape. She kept it. Yeah. She didn't do it though. She didn't do it. I know. It's a friend of mine.
But what about him? What about him? You know what I'm saying?
No. Listen what I'm saying. Listen. You're not listening what I'm saying. Is you screwed an underage girl and got her pregnant. Now, the girl cared about you so much that not to turn you in, because she could have turned you in for statutory rape. That's what I'm saying. I know her. Yeah.
I hear you, but I know what you're saying, but
it's a friend of mine. It's a friend of mine.
No, you supposed to no.
No.
Hear what you're saying.
No. What are you trying to say, brother? What are you saying? You're not making no sense. What are you trying to say?
He's sick.
I just hold on.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is that's a crime. That's a crime too. That as well. Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's a crime. She protected him. She didn't say who he was. She didn't tell her mama who she got pregnant by. She kept that a secret. Yeah, he knew it. He knew it. Right. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't listen. You got to listen. What I'm saying is you got.
I hear you loud and clear.
We listening. We hear you. We saying we don't like it. We don't.
You ain't got to like it, but it happens. It's a lot of things you ain't gonna like. I don't like same-sex marriage, but it happens. Don't like it.
I don't like it either.
You know, don't like it.
And who started that?
Yeah, the devil. It's been going on. Yeah, the devil. That's what it is. It's demonic. That's what it is. Demonic.
Wow.
So society makes it acceptable.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
It's like society making it acceptable to
Yeah,
accept this.
but see, the thing is, I've heard nobody. Only reason why she called it sexual assault because he was trying to go through the back door. I heard that's what he wanted to take, the back door.
Yeah, he actually did it.
Right.
And she told him no.
Right.
Lord have mercy. I can't listen to this.
The back door. Yeah, well, listen, each his own. Some folks like it in the back door.
He is a sick, twisted,
Yeah,
perverted,
well,
nasty individual.
Well, that's his life. He got to deal with his own thing.
Slice it,
Yeah.
dice it, and put it on the plate.
Yeah. Well, you know, listen. Some people. Hey.
The audio, she told him to use the condom.
Listen. Some
But he
people don't like oral, but they some do and some don't. That's disgusting to some people.
I think at the point where it happened, she done it. At the point where it happened, she done it. She done it.
And he
then
needs
she
therapy. That's what he needs.
All of them do. All of them do. All of them do. All of them do. Now she's embarrassed by the act, and now she want to go tell it.
Well, she trying to get paid. Y'all know what her motive is. She don't care about that man going. She trying to get paid. Y'all, we all see that. That's yeah. Yeah. If that man raped you, girl, you need to go.
He set himself up.
That's what it is. That's it. That's it. Yes, he did.
Wrong head.
Yeah.
Using the head above his shoulders. He used the head.
Well, y'all missed what the lady said. That took down many men, take down nations, and people. You know, the lady said it. Hey, that powerful thing between their legs is powerful. You know, it's powerful.
And it can get you in trouble
if
you don't use it right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. She looking to get paid. She might get paid. He did offer her $5,000 or $10,000, whatever. Hey, it is what it is. He like that young cat. He paid for it.
What was the conversation between them two? Because I'm still stuck on that. What do you have in common with a damn 19-year-old?
Sex, brother. It's sex. You know what it is? Sex.
There be no damn sex.
Yeah, it is sex. What do you think? He was. It's sex.
Man.
It's sex. That's what it is. It can't be nothing. She ain't got no money. She ain't giving no money.
I love you, brother. I love you, my brother, but I have to disagree with you. It's a twisted mind.
Brother, it's sex. Whether you agree with it or not, it's sex. That's why he in a predicament in that, because sex. You listen, I know you love, but I'm just telling the truth. It's sex. That's what it is. An older man mess with a younger lady like that, that's sex. That's it.
Can't call a woman his age.
Yeah, well, he might not want a woman at his age.
He think he's too good for somebody his age.
He want that young meat.
Yeah, he want that young meat. That's what he wants.
But you don't try to be close to being jailbait. You got to use your brain, brother.
Man, well, hey, listen, you got all types of freaks out here. You got some freaks out here, they just want to give oral. They don't want to screw. It's all types of freaks out here. Y'all, listen, I don't know where y'all been all y'all life. It's all types of freaks out here.
Excuses and not accountability.
Right.
That's what I see.
Right. And, you know, excuse me, that's what people like. They pay for what they want. You know, you got some men like women dress up like schoolgirls with a short mini skirt and walk around, parade around it. You're just, man, listen, I don't know where y'all been. I've been in a lot of places. And you listen to these conversations, that's what it, then you got people, you got husband and wives bring other people in their bedroom. They bring other people in their bedroom. They do that. Yeah.
Boy, I live in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So, you know, I see all that.
Come on, I know. Come on. You got some people, you got some men pay another man to have sex with his wife or woman, and so he can watch. Get off on. It's freaky stuff out here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's each his own. You know, every man and every woman know their appetite. You know what turns you on.
You don't get his ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you got some man, they like booty hole. That's all they like. They want to do it in the booty. They don't even want the cat.
Come on, Martin. Come on, man. Come on, man.
They do. I don't know where you been at. You act like this brand new. I don't know where you put hole you been under. If you,
I'm not that far away from you, my brother.
Yeah. Now, I mean, that's what's real, people. Sex sells, and that's what's going on, man. People like what they like.
The devil's all over.
That's it. Like, hey, R. Kelly. Remember R. Kelly? They was talking about the golden shower. You know,
I thank God that God gave me a mind to use my intelligence and my knowledge.
Well, you better
and my
keep using it.
understanding and my thinking and my wisdom to know better and do better.
Yeah.
I think you just grew up in a different time.
No,
like
he's the same age as we are.
can-
He ain't listen. He's the same age as we are.
1970. I'm 55 years old.
Right.
I was raised right and got my butt whooped when I was younger. That's what that
Right.
is.
We all was raised different. We was raised different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to come in the house when the street lights came on. They don't know nothing about that.
That's right.
Yes, they do. All these people on this thing is just about our age, except one lady, 215. She in her 40s. Everybody else on here is in the 50s and 60s. So we all know about that. We all know about
and
that.
if the lady in the 40s think it's weird, then men in the 50s should definitely think it's weird. For somebody in their 50s, 60s, be messing around with a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, which football coach? Hey, D-Red, which football coach is that has a young girlfriend? Is it Belichick?
You talking about Bill Belichick? He paid a 20-something-year-old. He another sicko.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
What do they
each his
have
own.
in common?
They reliving their life, huh?
What's wrong with a man's mind to do that, though?
I just wish Shannon would have been smarter. That's all. Just be smart, bro.
Yeah.
That other head gets you fucked up, don't it?
Yeah, that's
Sometimes money make you stupid. Sometimes a lot of money make a man stupid. And that's what Shannon Sharpe is, stupid.
Yeah. I mean, but y'all, but see, I don't know why some of y'all so surprised. I see it all the time. I mean, people, listen, if walls can talk, it'll tell on a lot of people. It would tell on a lot of people. You'll be surprised. What you won't do, somebody else will do. Period.
There you go. You ain't never
Period.
lied about that.
What you won't do, somebody else won't do. Will do. Period. And that's sometimes you got to ask yourself, why ain't in no relationship? Because you won't do such and such. Some of these women want such and such. They won't. Some women, if you can't satisfy them, they gone. They love you, but they gone. Period. They'll tell you. They gone.
Or they gonna cheat the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, they gonna cheat the whole time. They gonna. Yeah, we got another caller. I'm gonna see what this caller got to say. 8037. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Definitely gonna need God in this conversation.
Well, it's real. God is in this conversation. We telling the truth. The truth is that, and this is things what people are doing.
With all these thoughts about 60-year-old want to sleep with 19-year-old, nothing but the damn.
Well, how old was Adam and how old was Eve when he got with him? We don't know. Yeah.
But we assume they was relatively the same age.
No, we can't assume that. We can't see.
Because the Bible said he's evenly yoked.
No,
so
no,
why would God make an example that's not evenly
He
yoked?
didn't make them at the same time. He didn't make them at the same time.
It don't matter.
No, it does matter. He does matter. He didn't make them at the same time. The woman come from the rib. He didn't make them at the same time. Man, yeah, he didn't make, so they wasn't around relative. Listen. Let me just say that. Hold on, 8037. Hold on. See, the thing is, people. No, ain't no rewrite the Bible. Some things the Bible don't tell you. You got to read history and read history on it. They don't tell you certain things. They just don't tell you.
Wait a minute. Pause.
Go ahead.
If in the Bible it says he made Eve in his likeness, right?
He said Adam too. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Adam. When God is describing how he used the rib to make Eve,
right.
He made it in Adam's likeness. So common sense would say she had to be relative to who he already was as a person, age-wise.
No, you can't say that. You have no proof of that.
Why would you assume something different?
Listen,
if the Bible wanted them to be
look, you can't have no proof. You can't. Okay, when he spoke, we don't know how long it took him to make the world and the people and all that. He just listen. You got to remember. Let me
7 days.
Yeah, 7. Okay, listen. Okay, now.
She's got a real good point.
Hold it.
She's making a real
hold on.
point.
She ain't making no good point. Listen, the point is. Listen, the point is. listen, the point is she came from the rib of Adam. Now, Adam was, listen, God made it before, because Adam was bored. He was bored. He's bored. So how long was Adam bored? How long? Adam came from the dust. The woman came from the rib. There's a difference. So you don't.
That doesn't mean it's a 40-year difference.
We don't know. We don't know.
That doesn't mean
listen,
it's a 40-year difference,
listen. The Bible says, I tell you this, listen, I'll get any one of y'all some money on this. You can't. One day with God is as is 1,000 years. So that's what the scriptures say.
In the beginning, the Bible says God took 7 days.
Right. Listen, listen what I should say.
So
a day, hold on. A day could be 1,000 years in his time. That you got to look at that. You just can't take something literally. A day could be 1,000 years. That's one day to God. That's it. That's all. Do your little research.
They wouldn't have been able to create as many civilizations as they did. So it had to be.
No, you can't see. Okay. Listen, listen. I'm be honest with you. Let me go to 8037. Let me just go 8037. Go ahead. 8037. Go ahead. Caller, go ahead.
You are the second person on YouTube who said that some men just like to have anal sex and they don't want the vagina.
Yeah, that's true.
When I first heard that, I thought it was a joke.
No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's real. See, the thing is, man, these are things that people don't feel comfortable talking about. Now, there are women out there, as well as men, like it in the back door. They ain't going to tell you. They're not going to tell you because they know it's like a person that smoke crack. He or she know you don't smoke crack. They're not even going to bring it to you. They know you're not about that. It's certain, yeah.
When I said that, I meant like they just like to have anal sex with women.
Yeah. It's I mean, yeah. It's you got to ask them. You got to ask them. Of somebody that you
down low.
Yeah, well, it could be a down low. You got some men that like it in a woman, won't do a man. So you can't say that. You know, that's a sodomy. You know, I call them a sodomites. Do it in the back door. Because you got hey. That's what it is. You sodomize somebody.
Mark, you and I both know that boy, right? That box is something different.
That what?
That woman piece that they have is like nothing else in the world.
Oh yeah. That to me and you is, but not to another person, another man. A man, he might like another man. To me and you it probably is, but to another man that don't like a woman, that ain't nothing to them. That's disgusting to them.
Yeah, but I'm referring to a man that be with a woman and just do the other part and not mess with a man. Why? I don't know that. I do not understand.
It ain't for you to understand. If you ain't into that, it's probably ain't for you to understand. I don't understand why another man mess with another man. I ain't trying to go into detail. So I mean, that's their world, and they don't see that wrong with it. But me,
but the world thinks the world don't find nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
the world think you're wrong when you call it out.
Well, Lola Smith said, if they consider adults, they can do whatever they like. One man freak is another man's treat.
Consenting adult, you're talking about a young adult and a pervert.
Hey, listen, adult is adult. A young adult or old adult is adult. Period. It's period. You can say what you want.
And it's still wrong.
Yeah, you listen.
And I'm not going to agree with it.
You ain't got to agree with it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
I thought about it, tried to think about it. And I said, no, this man should have known better.
Yeah, he should have
known better.
Yeah, his penis got him in trouble. His penis got him in trouble. He got set up. You know, she didn't even call the police on him.
What happens in other countries when you do stuff like that? They cut your penis off.
Yeah.
As punishment. They do that.
So it sounds like you mad at because he talking to a 19-year-old, 21-year-old instead of the sexual
No,
act. Which
I'm
one
not
are you?
mad, Martin.
What
I'm
you?
not mad. I'm not mad, Martin. I'm not mad at him for the fact that he's talking to a 19-year-old. I'm mad at him because he's a public figure. He's supposed to set a positive example for other people, and you doing stuff like this. In your mind, you supposed to be the one that's telling people not to do this, and you go and do what you telling people not to do.
Now, let me just say this, y'all. All public figures is not righteous. That y'all, that we can't. Some of the people don't claim to be no Christian. If you're not held for that by that standard, just I understand that. All public figures are not examples. If you waiting on these rich people to be example, because a person rich, that don't mean they doing everything right. That's not, If you want a public example, supposed to be a person that's maybe God-like or Christ-like or a Muslim or something. They supposed to be, those are the ones supposed to be the example of what they believe in. People that's now held, listen, people that's not held, some people don't care about moral standards. Some people don't care about right and wrong. They don't care. If they feel like doing it, they gonna do it. Say, this is my life, and can't nobody tell me what to do with my life. That's how some people thinking is. Now, does that make it right? No, it does not make it right. Some folks don't care. Rich people are some of the dirtiest people in the world, man, because they think they can do anything they can do and get away with it and buy their friends. The brother, listen.
So what's going to happen when you're in the 6x9 cell, and they're going to be thinking about, damn, now I should have thought about that before I did it.
It's thousands of people in jail because of that. Thousands of people. Thousands. Then there's some in there that's been falsely accused, then didn't do it. But
I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the ones that knew better, that didn't do better.
Well, our mama told us not to drink and smoke, but some of us did it, and we know it, but we still did it.
Yeah,
we still did it.
Done it. But what happened when we got caught?
Yeah. But then now we adults, some of us still doing it. So you got to look at that too, because listen, who gonna grow up and say, hey, I want to be an alcoholic, I'm gonna be a prostitute? Who grow up and say they want to be them things? I'm gonna be a big time whatever. Who grow up and say them things? Nobody grow up and say, I want to be this when I get older. They don't say that. They become that because of the hand they dealt, the situations and all that. So there are some sick-minded people out here, people. They will sleep with your wife. They'll sleep with their sister. They'll sleep with their mama. We got some sick. They'll even sleep with dead people. With animals. We got sick people out here, people. There's sick people out here. They sick.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much of that stuff on Facebook.
Right.
Women messy. I seen this one woman kissing a damn gorilla.
Yeah,
I said, what the hell?
See, and then, listen, and a lot of them women that you see on that naked, they're young girls. They ain't old, them young girls. You can look at them. They ain't got no babies. You can look at them. That's a young girl. I know a young girl when I see one. She ain't got 10. Once she open her mouth, I know. I say, oh yeah, she young. Because I'm old enough now to look at it.
The OnlyFans get women paid nowadays.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Love.
OnlyFans. Let's get an OnlyFans.
Yeah, but that's what that is. Legalizing selling sex. That's all what that is. That's all what that is. They know what they got a fan only page for. They selling sex. They dancing before these men, giving them private video, and the men hitting their cash app, they Zelle, and that's what they doing. They doing it right on Facebook. Fans only. That's all what it is. Nobody wants to talk about it. It's a lot of black women out there. Well, Martin, I'm not literally having sex with them, but I'm dancing them and I'm showing them all my private part, but they got to pay me, through the video. That's what they do. That's what they do.
Why not go to college, get a college degree, and get a good job and do it that way?
Yeah, well, everybody don't think like that.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, back in the day, you could call it a peep show.
Yeah.
You go in there, you put 50 cents in the machine, the partition will come up and the girl will do dance or whatever about 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Man,
now, oh boy, you ain't live. Then they got this. Now they got on the phone.
I'm not a boy, I'm a man. Thank you very much.
Sir, you ain't live. because they had peep shows all over downtown Chicago and everywhere else in the world. You go in there, you can see the parts. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Do nothing to me. What am I getting out
It
of
didn't do
that?
nothing. I'm just saying that the old peep show is now on your cell phone. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that it's real.
Because you can't custom women in no computers. So what are
Okay.
you getting out of it?
Let me just say this too, people. Those of you that's watch porn, what you think you watching? Them young girls. You don't know how old they are. And you're using your imagination. A lot of people out here watching porn. They're addicted to pornography.
Not a lot of people.
Yeah.
Some, not all.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Everybody don't watch porn, Martin.
God.
Bro, listen. If it don't apply to you, let it fly. That's all I got to say. If it don't apply to you,
when you say, Martin,
I said a lot of people.
All,
I didn't say all. Hold on. I didn't say all. When I say a lot, that don't mean all. A lot does not mean all. Trust me. How I know that?
Porn does nothing.
Yeah, listen.
Porn does nothing. You can't touch
Okay, what's the difference?
What does it do for me?
Hold on. What's the difference? No, hold on,
God.
brother. What's the difference between a lot and all? What's the difference between a lot and all? Tell me that, brother Nate.
A lot. So what does that mean? You just said a lot, right? You said a lot of women. You didn't say some people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's the difference? Okay, what's the difference between some and a lot?
They know who's doing it and who's not doing it.
It's more than a lot. Hey, Martin.
Yeah.
Martin.
So who's really going to admit that they watch porn?
They're not going to tell you.
Porn. Hey, Martin.
Most men watch porn.
Does this person not know that pornography built the internet? Did you know that the pornography built the internet?
It's Mr. Nathan to you, and I'm not this person.
Martin, I wasn't even talking to you. Martin, does this person not know that porn built the internet?
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I ain't never met a person in my life. He ain't number 2 years older than me. He act like he's 10 years older than me. He number 2 years older than me.
Well, stop acting like you living in a vacuum. Stop acting like this is a goody two shoes. The world is the world, bro.
Just because
the world is the world, bro.
I don't know what it is.
Just because I see my mama drive don't mean I can't.
Sergeant.
If you ain't never been there, if you ain't never been there, bro.
Apples to
if you ain't never been there, brother, if you ain't never been there,
we know
you
that
ain't got no opinion.
We know that you only thinking about tonight is that almighty dollar, because that's all the hell you've been talking about is that money.
That's what the whole subject is about. We wouldn't even be talking about this if the lawsuit wasn't $50 million. This wouldn't even be a conversation. This wouldn't even be a conversation.
Sergeant.
The stuff that's going on with Diddy, it wouldn't be a conversation if a $32 million lawsuit wasn't involved.
No, it wouldn't be a conversation if the man didn't get caught on tape beating the hell out of his woman. Then it wouldn't be a conversation.
Man, I done seen a man beat his wife at church.
Did you try to stop it? Did you try to stop it?
I was a child at the time I saw it.
Did anybody you know try to stop it? Did an adult try to stop it? What the hell are you talking
about? We got 9-12.
Because most men and most women ain't gonna get involved with what a man and a woman got going. That's the fastest way to leave this place. You see a man and a woman fighting, unless he got a knife in his hand, you let them get to their business. If I see a man, your nose in their business.
Hold it, y'all.
Okay, you just run right on over.
Hold it. We gotta get. I gotta get Sarge his space, y'all. Sergeant on here. Then a remix. Go ahead.
Sarge been around the world.
Go ahead, Sarge. I know you've been listening patient. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna make you the last one.
Yeah, I've been checking it out, and it's all true. It's all real. If it wasn't a money situation, would nobody be talking about it?
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Bottom line up front, and
You know, you never know of anybody until you know. I mean, hell, I could doggone go on my YouTube page and send you a link to your phone, Martin. When I was telling you, I said that woman I was married to tried to attack me. When I tried, she did. Now, if I would have turned to my left, I could have threw her out the window. But I didn't want to do that. I just pushed her off me. You know what I'm saying? But this here gonna call herself trying to choke me. I was like, you done lost every marble. You did grow up in Chatham because you stupid as hell, baby. You gonna try to choke a man? You know what I mean? All I did was send her butt back to where she came from. That's it.
Sarge, where you going with
Police
this?
come over there gonna crowd them tears. Oh,
Sarge, where you going with this?
Yeah.
Where you going with this, Sarge?
Where I'm going with this is, hold on, excuse me. Where I'm going with this is, people always want to talk like women are so doggone fresh and clean and all pristine, and it's always men. It ain't, okay? Now, you got these dudes on here who's doing wrong, had all that money, messing around with what? Them youngins. Them youngins. They're messing with them youngins. Leave them little kids alone. They kids to us. We 50, they in their 20s, they kids.
I agree with you, dude. 100%. I'm
Kids.
talking about the part that you said that you wanted to hit your girl. You
No,
shouldn't be
come
hitting
on,
your girl.
brother, stop it. Come on, Sarge, let Sarge talk. Come on, Sarge. Let him
He
talk.
was talking, that's true.
Yeah.
Look, hold on. Nah, it's like this here. If somebody attacks somebody, you know, we all old enough, we all in our 50s and some change. We all were raised, you big enough to give a lick, you big enough to get one back. Holler if you hear me.
So you hit a woman?
Even if it's a woman. Shit, what you thought? Even if it's a woman. You want to be big and bad and jumping back. Look, you want to be big and can I finish? You want to be big and bad and jump in a man's face.
Because military men don't put their hands on their women.
There we go. You know what? You must be an abused ass woman because you find everything wrong with men. Yet
I must be a what?
One.
Excuse me?
You must be abused.
You just called me a woman?
Well, your voice kind of high. I thought you were a woman.
Yeah,
you
my voice is high. You dealing with a grown man. There ain't no woman over here.
Okay, all right, well, you must be an abused man then.
No, I've never been an abused man. I was a well-raised man that didn't put his hands on a woman.
And I'm a real well-raised man that didn't put his hands on anybody that didn't put their hands on me first.
And being a man, you have to walk away. I don't care what that woman do. Walk away. That makes you a real man.
You know what? That's why you got so many of them soldiers that I knew down at Fort Stewart. Their old lady came home with an attitude and smoked them. Put out that wireless hole puncher and smoked them. That's why you had that woman that was married to this soldier. They went up somewhere up around Michigan, nearby Chicagoland. I could send Martin the story. She got her boyfriend from the same base to shoot this dude down, right? So that she could get the insurance money. That's just like that one that did that same thing. Jesse Jackson was at the funeral and everything during Desert Storm. She did the same thing to her husband, got her brother to come through the tip when they were moving their furniture out the house to do a drive-by because she was going to take the damn $50,000 insurance money and go ball out in Jamaica with her girlfriend. So don't tell me women do not get ruthless. Did you ever see the movie Mommy Dearest?
Hold on.
Okay. Listen, y'all.
I never said that a woman get ruthless. I said a man should never put his hands on a woman.
Hold it.
Okay.
I got a new caller. Let me hit this new caller. Y'all making this.
Go ahead. Get the next caller. I ain't on this. I'm like this. I'm not from the Slap-a-Hoe tribe, but if you put your hands on me,
Go ahead, 206. Go ahead, 206.
Hey, slap a slap.
Can I be heard?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I hope so.
Sarge,
Go ahead, sir.
Be quiet for a minute, Sarge. Sarge said the Slap-a-Hoe tribe. I got to use that's a good one. But to the individual that Sarge was talking to, this imbecile that he's talking to, this person is either a female or a homosexual male. This individual has made no sense. I've been listening for an hour. This individual has made no sense at all. And it sounds like he, she, or it is trying to apply. Wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Because I don't know.
He's not. That's a man, man.
Is trying to apply some silly female or some deviant and perverse homosexual mentality, sexual mentality on a group of men that's talking about a real subject that needs to be discussed. Now, the second issue before I let y'all go, because y'all been going for a couple hours now, is I'm kind of on the same subject. I'm kind of looking at Shannon Sharpe. I like Shannon Sharpe, great football player, club Shay. It's a good deal. But he had that $100 million deal, and this thing popped out when that deal popped up with his podcast, similar to the UFC dude. And before this happened, Club Shay or Shannon Sharpe got out the SUV at the wine store with the green jumpsuit and the purse, and people were spreading rumors that he might have been on the zesty side. And if you go back in the history in the last, they start saying this a couple of years ago. All of a sudden, these rumors come out that he's doing something with women here and he's doing something with women there. I'm kind of suspicious. Is this an effort to make kind of masculinize or butch him up to cover up maybe some undercover zestiness? That's just what I'm thinking. But with that, I'll close. Great show, Martin. Fantastic.
I got to tell you, I got to help you out a little bit. That's a man, brother Nate. That's a man. That's
Martin, let me
talk like one.
Let me defend myself, because apparently this dude that just called me, he didn't understand what he just said, or he just talking bull crap. First of all, I'm a 55-year-old man, and Martin knows me very well. So you wouldn't say that to my face, number one.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
number
I would.
two.
I'd love to. I'd love to.
Where did I ever make a reference of talking about homosexuality?
I never said you did make a reference. I never said you did make a reference. I never said you did make a reference.
No, man. No, you
talking
stepping
stupid
it up.
again.
And I'm going to talk.
Talking stupid. You talking that I never said.
I said no man should never ever put his hands on a woman. That's what I said.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question real quick.
No, you can't ask me a damn thing. You sitting up
But I'm not asking you,
a woman.
I'm asking
that
Mark.
Totally
Your name Mark? Is your name Mark?
Totally disrespectful. And you wouldn't say that to my face.
I'd probably slap your face. It's probably.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
All right, John.
Down first.
I'd probably slap the lipstick off your little
I don't
ass
think
lip.
so.
All right.
And like
You
a
don't
bitch,
wanna know
and
me,
like
brother.
a bitch, you wouldn't do shit about it
You
either.
don't want to know me.
All right, y'all. Vibe is over with.
You one bitch, I would slap.
Hold it, y'all. Hold it.
Martin, this guy came on the live and very disrespectful. No, he didn't piss me the hell off because he don't know me like you do.
Right. But listen, like he don't know you and you don't know him. But listen.
No, Martin, it's a respect factor.
I know it's a respect factor, but
You've been respectful since you've been talking.
I want to see him knock out a 6 feet, 237-pound man, knock him out. I want to see you do that.
Check it out. I'm 6'5" and 347.
I don't give a damn. You might get knocked out quick.
Well, you better. You better give a damn.
Yeah.
You better.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
All right. Enough of the none of the
military people in his family. Along with
all right. Okay, hold it, y'all. Hold it.
People in your family. Oh, I'm so scared.
Now, see, y'all sitting up here laughing, but this man disrespected me. I don't appreciate that shit.
Hey, but
Well,
Mark,
I
check it out.
thought
Check it
that
out.
you were a
Mark, wait a
woman
minute.
according to your voice.
hold it.
I didn't know you were a man.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah, go ahead, 206. Yeah, go ahead, 206.
Yeah. Let me get that. Hold on, dude.
Hold on, y'all. 206 got the mic. Go ahead.
What's the fella that's upset with me? What's his name?
His name is
What's your name, brother?
Mr. Nathan.
Mr. Nathan.
And that, what did I say that disrespected you?
He got over here calling me a female. He sound like a woman.
Okay, can I respond to that? Can I respond to that?
I have a high-pitched voice. And if we go face to face, you'll see why I have a high-pitched voice.
Okay, let him respond to it, Nate, real quick. He want to respond. Let's straighten this out, man. Go ahead.
See, this is the problem that I have with people like you. Okay, you don't listen. I didn't say that you were a female. If you were paying attention, and you weren't, which women generally do when they start talking, I said you sound like one. I didn't say you were. There's an important distinction there.
Right. How long you been listening, my brother? Because apparently you wasn't listening to the whole entire show.
Again?
That you gonna sit up here and try to single me out like you know me and you don't freaking know me. You're about to make me fucking cut.
Let me respond to that, okay? That proves exactly what I'm saying. If you were paying attention and you weren't, I told you, and I told Martin and the guests, shut up and listen.
How old are you, my brother?
Shut up and listen.
How old are you?
Listen. Okay. Martin, I'm done with this fool, man. I'm done.
Thank
This
you.
fool
How old are
wasting
you?
our time. He's wasting our time.
Because
Great
your
show,
mother
great
and
stuff.
father should have taught you to respect your elders and people that's older than you.
See, there you go again. You don't know how old I am, but you're implying
So
that
how
I'm
old
younger
are
than you by telling me that I should respect my elders.
How old are you then? You didn't tell me your age.
Do you know why one should respect their elders? Do you know why? Or are you too stupid to answer that question? Because I'll tell you.
Oh, fire! That means that not only you dumb and intelligent, you don't have the knowledge to know that
you can't have an intelligent conversation, can you? You can't have it. You know why? You know why you respect your elders? You know why? I'll tell you why.
I respect my elders.
Listen.
So if I had talked to my elders like you talked to me, you would have got the smack down real quick.
Listen. Here you go with that again. You respect your elders because due to the time they've been on this planet, they've earned your respect. And respect is earned. Do you agree?
And you need to earn your respect by apologizing on this platform for disrespecting
Apologize
me.
to who?
Me.
Okay. All right. No, you haven't earned my respect or anyone else's. And I don't really care if I have or not.
You know I haven't earned anyone
we're
else.
just talking.
No, because you ain't being a man by coming to me telling me that I'm not
okay.
a man.
Okay. So I'm not being a man, right? Okay. So then surely if you say that, surely you can define for us what a man is. Exactly. Just what I thought. Just what I thought. Silent.
A man is what you haven't done tonight by getting on here saying some dumb, stupid shit. Excuse me, Marge, because you about to piss me the hell off.
Well, I mean,
Well,
we're talking 5
better
minutes.
being pissed on. I mean, R. Kelly's in jail for that.
Sarge, you a fool.
Stop it, Sarge.
And one thing I will not be is disrespected. I don't tolerate disrespect.
So that's your definition of manhood? Is talking to somebody a certain way?
You coming on here, telling me to shut up and all that? That's disrespectful.
So how is that a definition of manhood? Then? Tell me that. You use the word, so surely you have to have the definition.
And you sound like you're a lot younger than me, and that's what I noticed.
No. I grew up in Chicago.
You sound like a female.
But listen.
And Sarge, you don't know me in person, man. You've never met me in person. I wouldn't say that about
I know
you.
I've never met you in person. I'm going to state your voice for the voice of a female.
Because I'm telling you something. I respect you for your services, but what you doing is way out of line, brother.
Right. Look. Okay, let me explain something. I'll be real brief, too.
This is Jerry Springer show.
I
Go ahead.
don't care. Okay, I sent Martin the video.
Don't care. Why do you make a
victim? Excuse me, I'm trying to get a word into Martin. Martin, I sent you the video. It's
when playing victim goes wrong, it's about a minute and a half. You're going to find it very funny. The edit on it was outstanding.
Mm.
I'm done.
One last thing, Martin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, he says that, I get that a lot. I'm in my 50s. I was born in 1971 in January. And
which means you are
shut up.
You're going to be shut up again.
Shut up.
And people say that I sound young. I went to Kenwood Academy right there on Blackstone Avenue in Hyde Park.
Mm-hmm.
And I sound that way because what's the guys I'm arguing with? What's his name again? I'm sorry, man.
Mr. Nathan.
You keep forgetting my name. That's all right.
Mr.
It ain't
Nathan.
meant for you to know, my brother. I got to keep telling you, it ain't meant for you to know, my brother.
Yeah, the difference is I just speak better than you. That's all. I'm more articulate. I have greater command of the English language. Therefore, I sound like I have a bit more vitality.
I'm glad to know this. I'm glad to know that.
It makes me sound young. It's just like when you're in shape as an older person, people mistake you for a younger person. And mentally, I just have more acuity and I'm much more articulate than you are. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm what would be termed a young person.
You may say that, but that's not true. But I'm gonna let you keep on making a damn.
Oh, if it's not true, how come it ain't true? How come it's not true? How come it's not true?
Because number one, I know me. Number two, Martin knows me. Number three,
what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with what I just asked you? What does that have to do with what I just asked you?
Let me get back to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Please. I don't need a goddamn history lesson for someone coming from Kenwood High School that thinks he knows every damn thing and he don't know.
Who gave you a history lesson? When did that happen? I didn't know them.
I went to Kenwood High School. Somebody asked you what type of high school you went to.
Well, you didn't have to. I told you.
So the way you talking sound like you come from kindergarten.
Oh, no. Kindergarten. I wish I did have some kids that talk like this when he was in kindergarten. That would be fantastic. Go ahead, Martin.
All right, y'all. All right. Listen.
Martin, you let this fool call in and disrespect me, and I don't appreciate that.
I ain't no.
Oh, shit.
You can't blame me now, brother.
Now you mad at Martin.
You can't.
I'm saying respectable manner. He called in and he started in on talking about me. That's what I'm talking about.
And what's wrong with that?
You can agree to disagree, but when you go to the name calling and cussing at me and telling me shut up, that's when we got a problem.
Oh, wow. That's a song from the movie Set It Off.
All right, let me say something. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Let's straighten something out. First of all, when he said when he got on him, I said, hey, that's Nathan, that's a guy. That's a guy. So I didn't I have no control of what somebody say out of their mouth. You know what he said. So don't take it to me because I didn't call you out your name. I know you're a man. I know you yeah.
It's all good. I don't appreciate disrespect. Well, the one thing I don't do is disrespect people. I don't do that because I wasn't raised that way.
No. You know.
Well, let me put my verses in as a well-spoken Black individual that went to Paul Robeson High School from Inglewood, from the ghettos.
Yeah. Come on, Sarge. We're gonna end it with you.
I'm not really that class, but I was on the swim team.
Come on, Leonard Remix, Roy. Come on, Remix.
Yes, I was on the swim team. But Martin, you're gonna have to look at that video.
I'm gonna look at it.
You will be cracking up.
I got it. You sent it to me. I got it.
And if you want to use it on the show, feel free.
Okay.
Feel free. That's what I told you about when I got my DJ buddy to serve the divorce papers after the private detective told me where she was gonna be and when she was gonna be there, because I couldn't serve them to her myself. Hey, Mark, can I ask
somebody want to ask Sarge a question? Go ahead. Come on, y'all. We got to get out of here. Come on.
Hey, so you in Atlanta? I'm outside of Atlanta about a good 30 minutes. What? East, north? Shit, I don't know. I know I'm out. I don't know. I don't know the direction. Man, I don't really go any place.
I got you. I'm in Atlanta too, man. Maybe we could connect sometime, man. Big Red.
Okay, yeah, because I hear it's supposed to be some type of party going on in June. It's a DJ, Donna Edwards. She from New York, and she gets down, right? It's supposed to be at what's that big park they used to have a house in the park at? Grant Park. There we go. It's supposed to be at Grant Park in June, right?
That's Chicago,
Yeah, I
bro.
just moved here, man, so I'm kind of lost.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a park. Yeah, it's a Grant Park in Atlanta. That's where they have the big house music every year, Labor Day weekend. That's the biggest house music weekend in Atlanta. Anyway, you know that. Oh yeah, it's the biggest one. They got a lot of them in between.
We connect through Martin, man. Martin's a great dude, man. I love Martin.
Yeah, I know Martin. That's my man.
Yeah.
We don't just be on the show talking. Sometimes he just hit me up, man. I'd be like, man. He'd be like, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna wear my shirt. To that event. Just in case there's some hot pockets around. Just so I get my giggles on.
I'm sorry, man. I
yeah, that shirt, black, straight, Republican, male. How else can I offend you today? That shirt.
Oh wow.
Hey, sorry. Stop. You got jokes, man. Hey, y'all. Y'all spent my show today. Y'all took it away from me, man. And Nate blamed me. It was my fault. And I tried to be smooth. I have no control. We all disagreeing, but we didn't, go there. But anyway,
yeah. I mean, when you told me Nate was a dude, I was like, oh, it's a dude.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
I didn't know.
All man. He all man.
When you you told me he a dude, and I was like, oh, okay.
No,
well,
he just got
a
got a high pitched voice. Like when Dr. Z get on here, they think she a man, but she's not a man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he just got a high pitched voice.
Yeah, I know.
He ain't. He's not gay, y'all. He's not gay. So I'm just.
I didn't
Well, Martin.
That's the way he talk, y'all.
Brother Martin.
Yeah, go ahead. 206.
Man, I trust you. I trust your judgment. And if I said something to offend a brother, then I do apologize.
Nate, he apologized to you. Yeah, he hung up.
Did he go? Did he go and reapply his list?
No, he hung up.
No, I'm just kidding. Come on, no humor, guys.
He hung up. Y'all beat up on Poe Nate.
I thought that Martin, for real, Martin, I really did. All night, I thought that was a female.
It's a male. It's a male.
Me too. I was listening. I thought it was like a black woman that been like.
But it wasn't born, just a voice.
Just a voice.
Man, he got female conversations. I'm like, damn, I thought he was somebody's mama or something. I'm being real. Man, I was so confused all night. I've been talking to this dude. And I didn't know whether to say sir or ma'am. But I'm like, dude, you need to turn up the bass a little bit. For real. I mean,
Nate, oh yeah, hold it 1 second. Nate, he apologized to you. You hung up, bro. You hung up. He apologized to you. You hung up. 206 apologized to you, brother. You hung up.
Yeah. You surely did.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah.
One other thing. And see, I don't know when you be going live, man.
I know, man. I got all type of. I know it.
But I be missing you. Man. But I did come in halfway through the show.
Okay, cool.
So when you said that about Nate or Nathan, I didn't hear that, so I was at fault on that.
Okay.
I was late to the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go. He apologized, Nate. He apologized. I ain't even asked him to do it. He did it on his own, so it's genuine. I didn't ask him to apologize. Yeah. So that's how. That's
the base is on the right. Turn the base on the right up just a little bit.
See, why you on this starting stuff?
That wasn't me, Dave. I didn't say that.
Y'all don't get. Hey, but you know what? Let me just say something. Nate worked with me on the nail salon protest. Nate is a real good brother, man. Real good brother. And he ain't feminine, he ain't gay, act gay, switch and do none of that. I'm telling y'all, bro. He's a good brother, though. Good brother. I know him personally. He's a good brother, good brother. And you know what? I know. And he, but one thing about Nate, when he believes in something, he stick to it. That he's just very passionate. It ain't no disrespect or nothing like that, but he's just very passionate. That's just how he is. He ain't gonna hurt nobody. He ain't trying to hurt nobody. He just so he is.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's an issue when you got men
right
that haven't never had young women all on them police.
Right.
A lot of us talk that shit. You talk that shit. But I know for a fact, under human nature, everybody wants somebody that wants to. Everybody, especially if you're 55, 56 years old, this girl 19, 20 years old, and she couldn't own you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, this ain't that strong. It can't be that strong.
All right.
Period.
Yeah. And see, and that's the thing, Martin, I tell you. I've been with many a black woman, and it's less than few that try me, but there's always that unique one that want to try me. And I'll be sitting here like, and I know it ain't just me personally. They do that with all they doggone men. I mean, look at Halle Berry. She fine as frog hair, but every man she done been with and slapped the taste out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you notice that?
Yeah.
Every man been whooping on her. Anytime you got a woman, and every man that woman get with be whooping on that woman is doing stuff to bring that out that man. Because every man ain't going to put their hand. Martin, you don't meet a woman and be like, ooh, look at her. Well, I like to whoop her ass. You don't look at women.
No, I never said that.
No, not me.
You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We be like, we want to get down, but we don't want to,
right.
go down.
Hey,
and
I want to. Hey, sorry, let me close. Renina, I think I'm saying that name right. First time on your platform. Really enjoyed it. Martin G, much success. Subscribe. Thank you so much. Don't forget to come back, people. I just, guys, I want to apologize. I got to get a schedule and stick with it to come on so y'all know when I come on. But it's I got a lot of things going on around me, y'all. I'm trying to relocate.
Yeah.
I got a lot of things going on. I'm trying to relocate to move my studio in a certain area. So it takes money to do everything. So I'm working within my budget.
Yeah.
That's all I can say that.
Yeah, I hear you.
I still got to work. Still got to work. I still got to maintain my vehicles and all that. So it's a lot going on. And y'all know I ain't on here scamming and shamming, trying to beg nobody for no money and woe is me if I don't get I don't do no guilt trip and all that, man. I'm a man and I got to make it happen. Make it happen. If I got to eat beans and rice.
You got a loyal fan base.
Yeah, that's okay.
You got a loyal fan base. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
We ain't going until you go.
Yeah.
We'll stop listening to you when you go to the upper room. That's when we'll stop listening.
All right. Thank you, Side. Thank you for the compliment.
Real.
Thank you, man.
Real.
I appreciate it. Because I try to let everybody be free, man. Like today, I didn't mute nobody. I just let us go on, do our thing. But hey, I gotta go, people, because I gotta get up early in the morning.
Yeah.
Give me about 2 hours of sleep and I'm back up, maybe 3. All right, people, y'all already know what it is.
You already know what it is.
What is
it?
Live, uncut. All right, good night, y'all. Good morning, whatever. All right.
And Shane does.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.